Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the Shit Show Player Ratings Takeaway Show, or where you have the opportunity to, have your justice, have your say, instead of me telling you the way. It's all about you, fan community. At the end of the day, Man United drew a point, actually, at Goodison Park against Everton. Arguably to say, I've never seen anything like it in my whole life as a Manchester United supporter in terms of first half. I've seen a lot. Like Man United says, we've seen it all. We won a lot. We're Man United. We will never stop. But this shit show never stops giving. These players never stop being shit and crap. And you can't polish a turd, what they say. Shine bright like a diamond, like, the song, Shine Bright Like a Diamond. But we're here to do this, people. At the end of the day, this is MUFC Realist TV. You can vote for the player ratings. The link is in the Q&A, in the VR, in the chat room as well. But also, if you go in and have a look here on the website, just bring this to the stage, people. You can see here, MUFC realist.tv. Just go in here on player ratings and you can see that. Go in and get your votes in. Get your rock sock Sally. Get your rock sock Sally. At the end of the day, guys, at the end of the days, it was 1 point. Saved by VAR. Saved by VAR. And if you look at that VAR situation in isolation, I can pull up a video here, but some people, I hear Michael Owen talking and saying he was absolutely throwing his toys out of the pram to say that was a stone cold penalty. Yeah, you look at it in both angles, like, we huffed and puffed and we looked like we're going to score the winner 3-2, but you got to talk about the VR situation because that's the talk of the town at the end of the day. If you look at that angle, they presented only the VR angle on Harry Maguire, yeah? But they didn't show the angle of De Ligt. And De Ligt was definitely pulling him down, and he was pulling his shirt. But also the Oscar goes to the scuba diver, which is our former player, Ashley Young. The Oscar go for the free diver, Ashley Young. He made it like, let's dance. It's like Maguire put his soft little big fingers around his hips and off he went like he was a judo doll, was swung down to the floor. And of course, it was deemed to be non-penalty. Fantastic. So Man United walks away, luckily, with a point. But if you look at the first half in isolation, it was like a bunch of prats being on a stag party, waking up, and having a midday kickoff, right? And it's like 11 drunken sailormen walking around like, we are still sleeping. Somebody must have spiked something in the drinks because the confidence was not there. The bravery was not there. There was just a shit show from minute one. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys. It is what it is, right? You got to call a spade, right? First and foremost, Onana. Again, trying to play out from the back. And we were pretty much dominant there, trying to play out from the back. And we got caught up by the trap. So brilliant Everton, the way they set up, in my opinion, they set up with a high block, right? They were pressing us really high. We couldn't get out the trap. We constantly fell into the trap on the right-hand side. When it comes to the middle, who do we have here? No legs, Casemiro. Whoa, they were just skidding around Casemiro holiday on ice, and Bruno Fernandes was kind of bubble wrapping, shielding. So it was, again, the same problem, the midfield, there was moments that we looked like we played a 4-4-2, the way we were set up. But the way we're trying to sort of carry the ball, we didn't even go over Everton's half line, yeah? Xerxes, unbelievable what Xerxes did. Like he was like a blind Stevie Wonder settings on Xbox, right? Couldn't even string a pass. Who else became shit? Everyone was shit, infested. And it's arguable to say when Bruno Fernandes have a bad game, the whole team is having the virus. Yeah? So it was shocking to see. There was even Division 6 could play a better game in the first half. Or was it that players just gave up? Like, they looked at the Premier League table. We're sitting 14th, 15th. We can't be bothered. We can't be asked. We put in a shift in training, but when we come out to play, when it matters, we're just down to, or we don't have the ability. The amount of running what Everton did was sublime. There was kind of running off the park, There was no intensity, no bravery, and there was no even, I don't know, accuracy to even string a pass forward or, finding the feet of Højlund or anyone. Hello, is there anyone out there like that Pink Floyd? You know what I mean? But we're going to laugh about it at the end of the day, because second half, in my opinion, was much better. It was far much better. I looked at Ruben Amorim when the ref kicked off the second half. He looked like pale. Like he must have seen his squad in the dressing room. And it's like that Sixth Sense movie. I see dead people. God, Ruben looked like he saw dead people on the pitch. So pale, so anxious, so worried. And in the second half, in the halftime period, a lot of my group chats in WhatsApp and Telegram, they were having a meltdown, including myself. And I said, what's the point now? Ruben, throw in the kids. Play the kids, play the youth. At least they can give you a little bit more of intensity, right? In the middle of the park. But it's kind of stable itself out, yeah? When you saw, like, the substitution, we saw the Garnacho came in there at the 62 minutes. Højlund came out for Obi Martin in the 7th. I'm really happy. I'm starting to get, wow, we're starting to have a little bit of ball possession. It's good. We're starting to control. We're starting to be more composed, right? But it wasn't until the 72nd minute when we actually had a first shot on target. First shot on target. And that was a brilliant free kick from Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes stepped up to the plate, Captain Bruno. And from then, Bruno Fernandes was the instigator, the fire starter. There is no party without Bruno, and Bruno stepped up and buried that beautiful free kick in the right-hand corner. The goalie who was standing there, like, Pickford, what's going on here? Like, he was basically cemented, and it was a good free kick. 8 minutes later, what happens? Yeah, we have Manuel ugarte chesting it down. A beautiful one in the left-hand corner. 2 beautiful goals were witnessed, and bang, boosh, bash, we were 2-2 up. Yeah, I remember I was tweeting this out as well. Guys, it ain't over to the fat lady things. And I said to everyone that throw the toys on the pram in the WhatsApp group, we get one goal in the second half, 2-1 up, we are back into the game. And that is exactly what happened. I predicted we would go 2-2. But we started to crack on. We started to think that we could find a winner. And it was almost close. But close is not to smoke a cigar in this instant. We are who we are. We are currently 15th in the league. We haven't moved the barometer at all on the Richter scale. Right? Not even if Harry Maguire that had a stinker, like even if he farted in the locker room, he wouldn't even move the barometer or the Richter scale. Harry Maguire, in my opinion, was shocking. Shocking. I know I'm not his biggest fan, but he's been stepping out to the plate lately. But guess what? You don't belong in this team anymore. We wanted you out last summer. You kept fighting for your place, and you kept singing, I gotta fight for my right to party. And today you were a party pooper. Mate, what happened? 1-0. It was like, bloody balloon pinball, right? Up in the air. It was like watching John Cleese, lunatics, like in a mental hospital, like, jumping like, don't, just clear the fucking ball. That's all I was saying. We've seen this so many times before, including the game against Real Sociedad away, Harry Maguire liability, right? And then they ended up ball watching, and it was just a tap in. 1-0. Confidence down. Confidence down. Yeah, confidence down. 2-0 goal. What happened? Again, we do watch-alongs, but here in this team, they do ball watch-alongs, yeah? It seems to like they do ball watch-alongs. It seems to be a trend. And Onana, again, get him out of my club, please. I've seen enough. Onana was a recruitment of Erik ten Hag. He's not a Manchester United player. No way, Jose. He's not. Second time in a row against Spurs. He did the same against Madison, right? Remember that. Why the hell would you box the ball towards your opponent. If you are saying goalkeeper, shove it up to the right, shove it out to the left, shove it out anywhere. Or if you're a defender like Harry Maguire, just hoof ball it out, make it a corner, whatever. Just don't pinball it like up in the air. But again, he did that. And where is our defense? Nowhere to be seen again. Not reactionary at all. We saw Deloy standing there watching, De Ligt becoming regressing, also standing, Maguire also like, huh? And it's an easy tap in 2-0. But thank God Captain Bruno stepped up in the 70th minute and scored a beautiful free kick. And 8 minutes later, as what we saw as well, Manuel ugarte. First goal at Manchester United. We salute you. And that saved the day. But we got to also talk about the VAR, people. We got to talk about the VAR. I'm going to put this to the stage, but I'm not going to get copyright. Hang on a second. Let me reduce the volume because I posted this as a YouTube short. And for some reason, I was talking in the video, but they clicked me off. They said copyright issues, even if I was talking in it. But if you see here, right, this is a replay, right, from my TV, right? You see this incident when I'm talking about the shambles. This was kind of where we got penalized for a penalty, right? This is the VAR incident. Onana again, boom. What happens? He pushes it out. He pushes it out again. Yeah, shot on Onana. Instead of pushing it out to the side, straight to the attacker. And our defense are panicking. Our defense are panicking. You see the scuba diver diving down there, yeah? But you don't see from the Ligt's angle. And that is what saved us, peeps. That is what saved us, 100%. 100%. That is what saved us. Because the VAR, they called in the referee to say, come and have a look at this one. But they only show Harry Maguire's angle. And this is why I said he did a dirty dancing. But a little bit of tapping on, whoever that was. I can't remember the attacker's name, but he took him a little bit by his hips, a little bit. Oh, no, it actually was Ashley Young. He tickled a little bit on the hip, and Ashley Young just dived. Yeah? And it was clear and obvious. That was a dive. That should have been a yellow card, in my opinion. VAR, no goal. No goal, no goal. And then you had Michael Oliver in the studio. Not Michael Oliver, but what's his name? This ex-scouser. Yeah, Oliver. Nah, whatever. But, he was crying in the studio like, that was a penalty. Yeah, that was a penalty. But actually, if you look at the other angle, because they showed it afterwards, De Ligt was actually wanking him off. In my opinion, he was. So big up for everyone that's coming in. I want to hear from your thoughts and opinions. Do not hesitate to go in and vote. 100% go in and get your voting in. / guns and roses, what we're going to do here. Give you roses or guns. Powder. Keep your powder dry, peeps. But also we have a great video to show. We have Jarvis's corner. Our friend Jarvis. He couldn't be here on the show today, so he sent a beautiful video in as well. So let's start off with, I want to do this differently. We can do the donkey of the game, and we can give it the man of the match as well. So that's 2 votings we can do. Who's the donkey of the match? Yeah. Anyway, we have to have a little bit of fun, because at the end of the day, am I happy? Yeah, 1 point. Good. Am I worried? Yes, hell I am. We are going on Wednesday to Real Sociedad, and, pack your fish and chips, boys, and start preparing for spicy paella and have those cerveza. Because if you perform like this against Real Sociedad, you're going to get ketchup, Heinz ketchup. If you know, you know. Anyway, big up everyone for coming in. This is the method of the madness. Who do we have here? Let's see. Just my opinion is here. Big up, mate. What are you saying? Onana needs to be suspended and investigated for match fixing. He always pushes the ball back into the danger zone. All alone in the danger zone. I'm Onana. It's time and time again. Yeah, it's absolutely criminal. You keep coming and with more opinions. It's not just mistake. The Cameroonian president is making his money off Onana. Serious? That's serious allegation. Can somebody check Andrew Onana's cryptocurrency Bitcoin wallet? Anyway, big up Rasta Socks in the house. Mick, I will drive him to the airport. Yeah, you have to come a long way from New York, my friend, to drive into the airport in that case. Peter Eliantena is in the house. Big up to you. Jarvis Cocker is in the house. The game changed because of Everton subbed Lindstrom, Garner, and Yeah, 100%. And we have the honorable guest in the house. We might as well bring you on, Jarvis, since you're not here. Let's go, Jarvis. You're on mute, Jarvis. Okay, play Jarvis. Hey, big up,
hey
Jarvis.
Mick.
Hey, Jarvis.
All the people in MUFC Release TV.
Hey.
We just witnessed a game against Everton, and I think it was a poor performance. And
it was a shit show, Jarvis. Just say it as it is.
I think we struggled a lot of the time. So my instant reaction is, yeah, I'm happy we got away with a point. We could have ended with a loss. Even the VAR situation at the end was controversial at best. It was a clear dive from Ashley Young.
Thank you, Jarvis. It was the scuba dive master, party diver, Ashley Young.
I must say so. Luckily for us, VAR did the right decision, but I don't trust VAR when it comes to this. We all know VAR; they are constantly screwing us over.
Yeah, but one thing that I don't give a shit this time, Jarvis, and I don't care. Like, we've been done so many times by VR, but this time, thank you, VR, for giving us the right decision. I'm dying to hear Keith Hackett's opinion on this one, Jarvis, as well.
So, yeah. But what I think about the game, I would say I think we struggled in the wide areas. Strogu, De Ligt, Bruno, Casemiro. I think they couldn't quite figure out what Everton was doing, and I got to give it to David Moyes. Let's take a quick look.
Yeah.
So,
I before you go, I haven't watched this video, Jarvis. So, you know, I mentioned it before. David Moyes set up this team perfectly fine. I mean, I mentioned the high pressing, which absolutely worked magic. And they sort of target us on the right-hand side as well. But also, they were hunting in packs to set up a mid-block as well. So we didn't get out. We walked into the trap all the time. They were stressing us on the ball.
If you see here, you see this area that I highlighted in yellow, the wide area on our left side, Everton's right side. So what really happened for me, I think O'Brien was really good carrying the ball with him into this area. Bruno was forced to go press, but Everton left their guys centrally and they were attacking this wide space. So if you see here, let me just bring out another color. They were running in and attacking. So they came from the inside to the outside, a lot of these players. And it made it difficult for us to defend against them. So let's say in this instance, if O'Brien comes with the ball, Connor pushes out here to be available. Drogo has no other choice than to push up, try to defend. And then you had like Lindstrom always reacting, because this, as soon as Drogo pushed up from this area, Lindstrom was on the ball attacking this space, and it left De Ligt to defend the wide areas, and then you had the free man, the Corey, always coming in and creating stuff. So let's say in this instance, let's go back again. Let's go back again. O'Brien comes, Garner moves in, the ball goes to Garner. Drogu comes from this area, reacts, try to press. Lindstrom sees this, the open space here, attacks the space. So if the ball's not going to Garner, he drags the open space. So the ball goes directly from O'Brien to Lindstrom. Dokore is right there. Garner turns. They created overloads. The Ligt has to defend the wide areas. It gets really tricky. And, you know, Casemiro, he was so static today.
Oh, God, Casemiro. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to come in and have your say, join the show. The link is in the VR room. Let's continue with Jarvis. I pasted the link in here. I want to hear as many as people as possible. Like, you know, you got to be a donkey or you're going to be Guns N' Roses here, guys. Jarvis, continue. I love your tactics.
He was always in this area. He was never going to follow the Corey or Garner into this area. So it left us overloaded on the wide areas. And Drogu and De Ligt was in for a very difficult task. Same with Bruno. They couldn't quite know how to defend this area. So I think we struggled really hard, and they created overloads with Lindstrom, Garner, O'Brien, the Corey, even Beto sometimes did diagonal runs in this zone. So for me, I think we really struggled with this. And I can show you guys here. I have a small clip that will show this. You see here, O'Brien receives the ball. Bruno comes out with in the press. You see here Garner coming in, dropping to trying to receive the ball. So there's no one else in this area. So it's Dorgu who has to react and push up. And as soon as Dorgu pushes up, you see here Dorgu pushes up on Garner. The ball goes to Lindstrom, who comes from the inside to the outside and he has the space in front of him. Lindstrom receives the ball. This is a beautiful attack. He flicks it with his heel to Garner, and they have the momentum going forward. And you see here De Ligt is totally lost defending the wide spaces. Same with Dorgu, and Bruno is also lost. And Everton created a lot on this side, and I think Garner, Lindstrom, O'Brien, and Doucouré also were instrumental, and we had so much struggles defending this area. So for me, I have to give it to David Moyes. I think David Moyes did a brilliant job setting up his team, and he found our weaknesses in a new way that I haven't seen before, overloading us on the wide areas, really, and coming from the inside to the outside, creating a lot of problems for us. And you know, they caught De Ligt, who's not a back three defender. He's more of a central defender. So him defending the wide areas was not the right match. Dorgu also struggled today. Bruno couldn't get involved in the defending of the game. And Casemiro was static. He wasn't going to vacate this area and go out there and help out the guys. And same with ugarte, I would say. So that was our biggest struggle. And Everton, they were much more aggressive. They wanted it more. They were running much more. So I would say we are lucky we got away with the draw. So big up, everyone. Thank you. And keep smashing the like for Mick and the guys. So have a good one.
Good to see you, Jarvis. Enjoy the night out. Thank you for contributing as per usual. Go check out Jarvis's Tactical Devils channel. Miss you, Jarvis. Yeah, you said the Ligt had a stinker. And another one that's sitting there and probably had a lot of beans is Alien Tenor. Peter, how you doing?
How you doing, Mick?
I've seen it all. I'm comfortable numb. I'm comfortable sitting here. But we got away with murder here. 2-2. You know, we were lucky.
Hey, Mick, look at my hand.
Yeah?
Look at my hand.
Oh, you did an Amarin?
No, I was in the pub. Yeah.
Ah, you smashed the TV?
Yeah, I was in the pub watching, me and a load of Man United fans and Everton fans, and we was having good camaraderie. There was a fucking Leeds fan. Sorry for swearing, man. There's a Leeds fan in there.
Go ahead.
And thought, you know what? I'll pick on the little fat boy, which is me. Yeah. This little fat boy, actually, when he was 13 years old, is martial arts fucking trained. He come at me and went, "What you gonna do?" I just went, "Fucking crack, mate." Good night. Have a fucking good night.
Good night.
I'm gonna get the police. Go get them.
Good night. Yeah.
And then I had a load of me friends in there, and they just went, "Mate, it's best for your ass to just leave this vicinity ASAP, because it could get real bad for you." Literally real bad. Anyway, that was my journey of the day, you know what I mean? And I'm quite a placid man, Mick. Seriously, it takes a lot for me to crack someone. Seriously. But when someone's coming at you going, "I'm going to knock you the fuck out," it's like, no, you're not, mate, you're not. You're going, where you're going is where you're fucking going. You know what I mean?
And this is...
But anyway, on to the game. Right.
Yeah,
this guy, I'm sick of people going on about.
Can I just add what you're saying there? Like, unfortunately, this is what this team has done to your mental health, mate. That you go and whack somebody. You had enough. We had enough. But keep going, because it wasn't that doom and gloom. Like, I say the first half was the worst first half in Manchester United.
Mate, it's terrible. I'm sick of this. Right. I'm sick of people. Stop this. People need to stop this rhetoric of you can't sack a manager. You can sack a manager one day into a job. Sir Brian Clough, 44 days. The damned United at Leeds, sacked after 44 days. Look what he went on and done with Nottingham Forest. Forget this shit. If the manager is garbage, Amorim is garbage. The guy does not know what the fuck he is doing. He is seriously spazzing out. He's giving it this on the touchline. I don't know what to do. He's probably thinking inside his little pea brain, please sack me, get me out of this situation.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I'm a middleweight boxer in a upperweight air fight. I'm punching above me weight. I don't know what I'm doing. I just literally don't know what I'm doing. This guy De Ligt is shit. De Ligt went from Ajax to Juventus to Bayern Munich and then Man United. If you're a player of any sort, he's 25 years old. If you're a player of any sort, it will be the other way around. You'd be going from Ajax to Man United, maybe to Juve. No disrespect to them. And maybe
I just spoke to Jay Daly. I just spoke to Jay Daly like a good 20 minutes on the phone, and we spoke about De Ligt particularly, and he said De Ligt looked like he's regressed 100%. Everyone lost confidence. I don't think. I mean, I can hear what you're saying, and I respect everyone's opinion, but that's why I said Ruben Amorim came out in the second half like he's seen the sixth sense. I see dead people. Because clear and obviously, they're doing great in training. He mentioned it in a press conference. It's the sound. It's everyone, give me the ball. But as soon as they come out of the pitch, it's like they're losing their brains.
Yeah.
Like it's brain fart. And
can't play football, Mick.
They can't play football.
Into the game, Mick. We got into the game from two set pieces.
Yeah.
We didn't create a goal. We got into it through set pieces.
A set piece, yeah. But to get back up into what Amorim was saying, we have the striker coach, Benny McCarthy, calling it out on an interview, said as well. They do well in training, but as soon as they get into the pitch, it's the great disconnect. I mean, how long is a piece of string? Where's your IQ? Before you fucking recruit the players, give them a fucking IQ test. Give them an IQ test. Are you smart enough to play for Man United? Seriously.
Anyway. You know what, Mick? Back in the day, I echo what you just said then. Back in the day, I was smart enough to play for United. Players are now getting profiled to play for Brighton or Brentford instead of Man United because they're better teams.
Yeah.
Better footballing teams. Better footballing outfits. I don't give a shit about what people say about managers. David Moyes has come back in to Everton, after his his journey in life. They've had a manager uplift. Where's our uplift from Amorim? We've gone down. There's no uplift. There's nothing. We have absolutely nothing from this guy. When Fulham come round, when Real Sociedad come round, it's game over, mate. What are you going to do then? And I'll tell you this now, and you can clip me here now, like, Gareth Southgate is already the new Man United manager for next summer.
Then I'm
guaranteed.
Clip this.
Guaranteed.
All right, I'm just going to censor myself, but clip this, guys. If Gareth Southgate is the next Manchester United manager, I close this channel.
Yeah, I'll tell you what,
how serious
Mick,
I am.
I'm being serious, Mick. I'm being serious when I say this. I'm being serious. Gareth Southgate will do a better job than Amorim at Man United. Don't forget. I know people don't like Southgate. Southgate has been in 2 major finals internationally. Give him kudos for that. Whatever you think about him, give him kudos for that. You'll never see Ruben Amorim manage Portugal in 2 major finals. Never gonna happen. So don't shit on Southgate's name. Seriously, don't. Because he'll never do that like Amorim. Amorim will never be Portugal's manager. Never mind, get him in a final.
Okay, fine. Everyone can have opinions. Everyone had enough. We're throwing all the toys out the pram. But I still want to see one season backing one summer of signings and getting things and see how it can do. You don't?
No. You know what? This time, right, Mick? This time, I'm glad Ineos didn't give a manager stupid money to blow on stupid players, because I think deep down in the back of their heads, even though they're banging up the job themselves, they probably thought, what's the point in giving another manager 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 million to buy a load of crap that another manager comes in, doesn't want.
So
you've got to see it from that viewpoint.
My friend, if I get this right from you, so you don't want Amorim whatsoever now?
No, he's done. You know what, Mick? Listen, you know me. You know me. I'm a straight talker. Yeah. I told you on your channel, and I told Jarvis on your channel, and a few other channels, when Amorim came in, if he plays that 3-4-3 crap in the Premiership, he will get his ass handed to him. Guess what's happened? Ass has been handed to him. And the guy, this is the problem here, Mick. Erik ten Hag, I can't play the Ajax way. Yeah. Ruben Amorim, I'm not going to change my tactics. Sometimes, boys, keep this shut and just go play your game. Because when the public and the media listen to you jaw flapping, saying you can't do this and that, and then you have to change because necessity means you have to change, you're going to get your ass handed to you on a plate.
Yeah.
Because you're setting yourself up for failure.
Okay. Can I
keep your thoughts in your head?
Yeah. Can I provide a little bit of nuance then? I hear what you're saying, and I'm also disappointed in a way. But it is what the fucking is right now. Like he is the man. Of course it is, Mick. No. He is the man. He's the Ineos man. So they already failed this summer, with the sacking of Ten Hag, sacking of Ashworth, hiring this, hiring that, cutting all the costs. And now there will be a massive fail. No, epic. Yeah, I did a video about this the other day. I called it epic fail, right? Yeah. So it'd be a massive fucking epic fail if they fail Ruben Amorim. And guess what, Peter? They did. They never backed him in the fucking January. They gave him Snoop Doggo Dog. I call him Snoop Doggo Dog because he was the only one trying. He was Doggy. Yeah.
Listen to this, Mick. Yeah. Right, listen to this. Listen carefully to what I'm going to say now. Yeah, listen very carefully. I'm in the pub talking to Evertonians. A couple of them I knew, a load of guys that didn't know. It's kind of a mixed culture pub. Yeah, These Evertonians turned around and said to me, "Yeah, we took our beloved manager back, David Moyes, because he left them to go to Man United and went on his exploits, ex-warehouse." Remember, won a European trophy, West Ham. Remember that. They welcomed him back. Yeah. They gave Everton a manager uplift, and they turned around and said, I said to them, what do you think David Moyes has done for you? He's put the belief back in the club. We've got rid of the rancid manager called Sean Dyche, and he's going to lead us into a new exodus, into a brand new stadium to begin a new venture in our life. You know what they turned around and said to me? What have you got, you fucking Man U shit? You've got shit on your boots. That's what you've got. And that's exactly where we are. Shit on boots.
That's why I said you can't polish a turd. You can't shine like
shit on boots, mate.
Shine
We're going nowhere. We're talking about flapping, cap in hand, to the government, Sir Jim, Manchester Greater Council. Can you put some pennies in the cap? So I'm a broke-back billionaire, losing the sponsorship with Spurs, breaking the sponsorship with the All Blacks, breaking the sponsorship with cycling, breaking the sponsorship, whatever. Sir Jim will probably sell his fucking wife just to save £5 at Old Trafford.
I'm glad that you're saying, because he's kind of leading the horse to the water to drink. So that's why my point was, ain't Ruben's fault. I mean, I want to judge him after.
Yeah, it is, Mick. It is Ruben's fault. Because guess what, Mick? Don't feel sorry for him. If this guy, had any brains in his head, and he has, I'm not saying he's a stupid man, he'd have looked at Man United, seen the situation, and thought, I'll tell you exactly what this guy thought. Fuck it, devil if you do, devil if you don't. I'll go sign a 3-year deal with Man U. If it goes tits up after 12 months, at least I get a fucking 24-month payoff. Booyah! Yeah. That's it, mate. Right there.
I ain't ketchup. Squeeze it out.
I'm telling you, mate. Everyone, it's right there, Mick.
Yeah. People in the VR room, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're having a...
Can I just say this? Why don't we start signing people and managers and players on a week-by-week basis? If you play, you get paid. You don't pay, you don't
have consistency.
And you're gone. You know what we have in English, we call sorting the wheat from the chaff.
Yeah. Okay. Peter,
that's what you do.
Yeah, Peter, we have to continue with the show as well. Neil Driscoll is saying, so Peter, who you want to replace Amarin with them? Because my point is...
It's irrelevant who I want. I know who's going to be the manager, Neil.
Can I just express my opinion on that one? We tried everything. I mean, I'm frustrated to the teeth. It doesn't matter who you fucking get in. It's the same shit. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's the same syndrome.
That's it, yeah.
We're cursed.
So, Mick, I'm telling you, Gareth Southgate is the new Man U manager. But believe me, it's already fucking been done, mate. It's already been done. He's been set up to fail, Amarin. He's took the deal. He knows he's going to get paid off.
You mean that's like Sir Jim Ratcliffe saying, "Oh, I know Gareth. He's a nice chap. He's a nice lad. Yeah, he gives a good blowjob." Yeah. I don't know. Big up everyone.
I'll tell you what, Mick. Right, there's an interview. I'll have to get it online and send it to you. 3 weeks after Sir Jim, because it was on the December 24th on it when he got quarter sexual control of Man United. Sir Jim, yeah. Nearly not Christmas gone, the Christmas before.
You know, I've done videos before everyone else does. I had my say already.
Okay, he was at Craven Cottage watching the Fulham game, and he sat there and said, "These are his exact words." Yeah, how can people at Fulham forget about the demographic? It's not about the demographic where you are in the country. It's not that. He turned around and said, "How can people at a club like Fulham pay £3,000 a year on a season ticket when you have a club like Manchester United and the average ticket is £800? That was when my brain was going, I'm done here. Because I know exactly what this guy is going to do.
You know, when I'm done with the Ineos is where they have no clue about what football is, right? I mean, I'm petrified. I'm shit scared looking at the recruiting policy. When they basically come out to say, oh, Victor Gurker is too old, 27. Are you mad? Look at the return on investment, how many goals this guy can bag in. And you say, no, he's too old. So basically, they want to do the Brighton model. Like he said it himself. I called him out. Like before he purchased Manchester United, he had an interview with Bloomberg, right? And he's mentioned like Brighton, and the correlation between a successful team is money, something that we don't have. So again, you can't polish a turd, and you can't sing Rihanna, shine bright like a Brighton, shine bright like a Brighton. Whoa. Yeah, it ain't working. It works if you feed a club, you buy them for cheap and you sell them for expensive. But have you ever seen Brighton challenge for anything? No, right? You haven't. Let's listen a little bit to guys.
I mean, the thing is,
I just want to promote. You know, people coming here.
Brighton, Bournemouth.
Peter.
Brentford seems like I don't challenge for anything, but you know what they do? They play attractive football.
Yeah, they do.
For what they are. If you're a fan of them teams, Look, I'll put them into the hat. Although this could change soon, and it should do for them. Newcastle. Okay. They play attractive football, but they don't win anything. Newcastle and I hope I'm praying to God that Newcastle beat Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. Because when they actually break that 60-year bogey off the back of Newcastle, they will rock it.
Peter,
in the league. Seriously.
If you mind letting me express my feelings a bit. This is exactly what hurts me when I watch other teams playing at the moment in Champions League, Europa League, Premier League. They play football, I was like, what's wrong with our team? We're like, we can't even string passes like today in the first half. I was embarrassed. I tweeted out, I'm fucking embarrassed. And I'm a Man United fan. I'm proud. But before I continue, guys, we're going to do the player ratings. So, guys, step in and do your player ratings. Go into MUFCrealist.tv. The link is in the Q&A in the VR room as well. And I want to transition over because we lead over to Ruben Amarin's post-match interview. I haven't heard it. Have you? Have you heard what he said?
I don't listen to him anymore, Mick.
Let's react on it together, can we?
It's just rhetoric. I don't listen to it anymore.
Yeah, let's play it. Let's play Ruben.
Microphone. Look at him.
Can I just ask you for your reaction to that game? Because at half time you looked out.
You shit.
We just played 1.5.
and we managed to draw the game.
He doesn't
we
look
didn't
happy.
exist in the first half.
The first half was shit.
Everything we did
Oh, sorry about that.
during the week, I think the free man was there. I think the space was there. I think we lose balls that we cannot lose. And then the second half and the halftime, I said that we are going, no matter what the result, we are going to do what we did during the week. But
What was that?
A little bit of energy.
But this is my point.
In training.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to zoom in on myself. This is my critique to you, Ruben. I'm sorry, I've been calling this out ever since you came in. Rotation in all glory, but you've seen it so many times before. We start with the weakest team. Start with the team that the finish of the second half as your first half, always. We seem to put out an unbalanced team. We concede a goal, 2 goals, and then the second half, we are suffering. We are suffering and trying to play catch up. So, learn from your mistakes and don't. I mean, what's the point of doing the rotation? You did have training on the pitch, and all of a sudden everyone fell off like flies.
It was not different in the position. It was different in the quality that we play the game.
Quality.
Worried, are you, though, that it took till half time to get to that situation? Not worry about that. I know that every game has an history. So in that moment, I just focus on trying to help my players. Now I'm going to be worried when I see the games and try to prepare the next game. But at the halftime, you just focus on trying to help the team.
You got big targets on your back, boy. You got a big targets on your back.
No, I feel for him. You know why? I feel for him because it seems like he has a clear vision. He knows what to do. Every single manager had a clear vision and couldn't communicate to these players. Ten Hag was criticized for having no communication. These guys come out and an open communication. But the players don't fucking listen. They don't take it.
Can I just say this to you, mate? Most of all the players at Everton, nothing to do with David Moyes. How can they perform for a manager who's outdated, apparently outdated, like David Moyes? How can they perform? This goon has come in and is doing jack shit. I'm sorry, this rhetoric needs to stop. People need to stop this shit. They need to disconnect their brain from this shit. The guy is shit. Maybe this manager literally is punching above his weight and he's shit. David Moyes is a seasoned Premiership manager. He is light years ahead of this guy. Light years ahead of him.
Can I add on? I think,
been there, done it, seen it, crapped it, round the block again and done it again, David Moyes. He schooled him today. And it's only because he made 3 errors, Moisey, himself, taking Decore, Lindstrom and Garner off. They would have won the game.
Yeah.
They would have won the game.
Okay, can I speak now? I think that there is a dead rat in that dressing room or something that is spoiling every single fucking manager. I don't know what it is. You can't touch it, but you know it's there, right? Every single manager tried and failed. Every single manager came in and tried to ride that, bull. Like, you walk into a Texas steakhouse, you have this bull, right? You can stay on for 2 minutes, you get a trophy, whatever. People fell off in 1 minute, and Ruben Amorim is trying to ride the bull. But there's something stubborn. So I'm thinking, could it be somebody that's telling, don't listen. Don't listen. Because it's clearly they do training, but as soon as they come out to the pitch, they're fucking morons, right? It was to watch what is it? What is this? So I can't really get it. You can't put the finger on the pulse.
No, you can't, Mick. No, you can't actually. No, you can't single it out. It's a combination of things.
Yeah.
It filters down from the top, from the ownership. We all know the problem with the club. Yeah. The problem with the club is the Glazers, and until they're gone, this will be the Groundhog Day constantly. It's going to constantly repeat.
That's what
it's not going to change.
And that's my point. The dead rat is the toxic glaziness. And every single player seems to be infected by this virus, right?
Yeah.
You have Mazarawi was playing like a kingpin. He looks like he's deadbeat. You have De Ligt playing like he was God, Zeus. He lacked of confidence. Every single signing become rotten, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to take long until Patrick Dorgo becomes shit as well. You know what I mean? because that's
Mick,
the vibe.
listen to what I'm saying. Every player, Mason Greenwood, you know who I'm saying, every player that leaves Man United perform, they excel in being at the club. All of a sudden, the shackles are taken off them. It's like when you sign for Manchester United as a player, you are literally put in a prison cell and handcuffed and going, you can't express yourself. This
Straight
is how
jacket.
you're going to be. As soon as you take them handcuffs off, the shackles, put them somewhere else, they excel. They literally excel.
I want to dive deeper. Somebody that hasn't been sacked, that has been surviving, that has been given good blowjobs, that's no credibility. Everyone's been sacked. John Murtough has been sacked. There's one that's still there. Who is that?
Aka, Man United.
Aka,
Yes, Sir Alex Ferguson.
No. Aka was given the title as technical director without any credentials. Still there, being a little bit of a whisperer. Who is that? Who didn't get sacked? Who survived everything from Ollie?
Oh, probably. What's his name?
Fletcher.
Yeah,
Conley.
Fletcher. Yeah.
Why is he still there?
Yeah, and his lads Mick as well in the academy.
He's in my opinion, he's the saboteur. He's the Glazenos, right?
Yeah.
Think about it. If everyone got sacked and they did the best in class people, is he the best in class in what he's doing?
No.
This is
no.
We brought his kids over from City's academy.
Yeah.
But influence of him, he's still there. He's still there, whispering. You can see him hovering around in training pitch. You can see him around, and they call him now like he's the bridge between the academy. Why is he still there? Why is he still there?
And you know what, Mick? When you look at Fletcher, as a player, he was decent, but as what you call an upper echelon midfielder at Man United, you're having a laugh when you're trying to put him in the likes of the realms of Carrick, Scholes, Keane, Brian Robson, all them type of players. This guy was fucking minutiae on their boots. Yeah. Seriously, the guy was minutiae on their boots. And it's like you say, it's the people who put in. This is the point. I was having a real good, listen to this, Mick, real good conversation with the boys in the pub today. A lot of guys that I didn't know, like, you know, they turned around and said to me, these were Evertonians, Man United used to be a club that could print their own money. They turned around and said, that is rapidly, and they emphasize this, that is rapidly diminishing. You're getting into the realms now. You are also runs. You're not the leaders anymore.
Oh
You're also runs.
What a conversation.
When that goes, when that aura actually disappears,
we don't have the money anymore. We don't have the power
sponsors anymore. Look at it and say, you're a bag of shit. No one wants to watch you. Latest, that's where you're going.
Yeah.
You're going to be an also ran. And if you think that won't happen to Man United, you are in a fucking very delusional state of mind, because we are rapidly heading into that state of mind. Yeah. We need to stop this shit. And the only way to stop this shit, and here's the kicker, Qatar looking to buy Tottenham Hotspur. Whoa, we got to move quick. We have got to move real quick.
I am in a stage of my Man United supporting career ever since I was a toddler to say, we've done it all. We tried it all. The only thing is right now is to sell up the whole shit, burn it down to the ground and rise like a phoenix. You know? You know what I mean when I say burn it down and rise like a phoenix from the ashes? That's the only thing that I could do. And I called it, like, you know, everyone is now talking about it. And it's like, and now there's rumblings coming out. Like, you see that the financial reports came out. They are now scraping the barrel. They are looking to go to Malaysia. I'm going to visit them in Malaysia. Don't worry about that. You know, it's just 1 hour flight.
But what do you want to get? You know what? I was turning around saying, Mick, to fans saying, why do we need to go to promote the club? Everyone knows who Man United is. You don't need to play there.
I call it like
turn on your TV set and go and watch Man U.
Listen to it.
Let them work. I think the fans will depreciate the players and the old shebang, not going here, there, and everywhere, and then starting a Premier League season disjointed because the players are like playing 2 games within the space of 24 hours on 2 different continents, and they're fucking bodily jack shitted up. Just let them go around, train, You want to see Man United play? There it is on TV. Oh, but we want to see Man U in the flesh. Well, you want to see him in the flesh, or do you want him to do good in the league? Take your pick.
Yeah.
And what's Manu said there? Yeah, Mick, bring the protests. I've had a fallout with a few 1958 echelon, so-called echelon fans. Yeah, these fuckers didn't want Qatar, sent letters to keep Eric Ten Hag in his job, and didn't want Mason Greenwood there. Fuck the 1958. Your shit. Yeah. You can't do anything. Depends, and I'll tell them this if they watch this video. Sir Jim is looking at you, and if you piss him off, your season ticket is arrivederci, baby. That's where you're going. Where that shit.
It's a big group, though.
Have a nice day, 58. That's where you're going.
No, listen. There's a self-entitlement. I know, but there is a few vigilantes in there that I know. That I speak to, and there's a few what you're saying that are self-entitled, only looking for themselves, and Must is one of them, 100%. But there's no other action. There's no other organization that will take action, and it was born from.
Mick, you can't do nothing, mate. You can't do. If you do, it's like me saying to you, Mick, I want you now to disconnect your YouTube channel because you offend me. Fuck you, Pete. No, you've got to do it, Mick. No, fuck you, Pete. No, you've got to do it, Mick. Why won't you do what I say? Because I own the channel. That's why I won't do what you say. That's the same analogy as the 1958 against the Glazers. They're going to go, well, if you don't like it, later.
No, it's fine. It's a rage against the machine. You know that song. You know, Rage Against the Machine. Yeah. Shut up! I won't do what you tell you. Yeah. Anyway, so. Fuck it, hell, man.
I'll tell you, Mick. Yeah,
this is a serious conversation. No, let's continue. I want to.
Can I just say this, Mick? Can I just say this, please? This is for all the fans listening. This is what I need to do. I need it. Yeah, I've done it myself. I've done it in 2005. Relinquished me season ticket when the Glazers bought us. I only went back to Old Trafford when we was in lockdown and they were trying to do these Super League shenanigans. That was the only time I went back from 2005 to Old Trafford. I went to see Spurs. I prefer actually to watch Man United away.
Yeah,
watching Man United away.
That's why I said I'm going to Malaysia.
It is another level.
One hour flight when I live. Yeah. Anyway, I haven't been to.
Can I just say this yet, right? I went back. The guy who works at Old Trafford got me my ticket back. He rung me back and said, "Bum bum bum." I said, "I'll tell you, and I'll tell every fan now." We can talk about Man United on channels like yours, on mine. I don't really talk on my channel, but people like you, Noordin, Jarvis, even Goldbridge, Mark Goldbridge, people like him. We can all stay in our own little bubble, coordinate tactics, and talk about Man United because that's our passion. But what we need to do worldwide, collectively, is disconnect from Man United. And you know what I'm saying by disconnect? You take the app off your phone, you take the app off your PC. If you need to go watch them, use a VPN. If possible, if you can afford it, go to the pub, go and watch them. Or if not, this is the only way. Once they see the live stream revenues go down, shit their pants. They'll go, what's wrong? What's wrong? Why aren't we? Because people do not understand. And I don't mean to be derogatory to people, but inside here, every little click is money. Yeah. Simple as that. So you digitally disconnect.
Yeah. Okay.
You take it away. You purge the machine. You purge it. Goodbye.
Neil Driscoll coming. I'm agree with you. We have to hyperventilate, at the end of the day. Yeah. I'm carrying a lot of burdens inside of me. I can't get angry anymore. I'm done with it. And again, we can protest and I don't agree with what you're saying about 1958. There's good people in there. I know very good people that are working tirelessly to make this protest successful. But there's others that don't want to sort of pull their weight, So let me just finish then. Let me land, right?
Mick, can I just tell you this? When the Glazers took over the club, I walked with the 1958 club. I put shoulders with them. Guess what? They fucked me off. Because you know what? Because I sound like a scouser, and you know what they turned around and said to me at the time? You're not a fucking mank. You're not a true fan. Fuck you, 58. Man United are worldwide.
Right,
You're
then.
just a
Okay,
little
Pete,
minority.
that's your opinion.
Little echo bubble. 58.
That's your opinion.
That's all you are.
Yeah, I agree with Voganator. Like 58, actually somebody's they're the only ones that are doing it. Must a fucking joke, to be honest, right? So fuck all that shit. And what are we supposed to do? You know, so we got to do something. And the thing is, what I've been shouting out to, even speaking to Steve. You know Steve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So I say, like, Steve, it's all fine and dandy organizing locally and stuff like that, yeah? But look around. You have massive fan base channel in Florida, in US. You have in Malaysia, India. Why don't we fucking organize a synchronized protest where people in US go protest
bring us all
the fucking
together?
Yeah, bring us all together.
Bring us all together.
Bring
the
Sky
common goal.
Sports.
Because Mick, this is what you're saying is we have one common goal. We're Man United fans.
Yeah.
And without us, this is the words of the best manager ever that managed the football team, Sir Matt Busby. Without football, without fans, football is nothing. It's nothing. You watch football in lockdown with no fans.
Peter, Peter, let me finish my sentence. You can't just not attack in one flank. You got to attack from all flanks, right? It's cauldron. You know what cauldron is? Surrounding.
Yeah.
So this is the only way you can win a war of attrition. And this has been a war of attrition. So all I'm trying to say, people in US, support us in this protest. Go outside the Glazers office in Tampa in Florida. Stand there. Make shit stirs. Make awareness of the press, the mainstream media. What is this? Because this one thing they don't like is to get media attention, bad press.
Yeah, of course. Exactly.
And they're hearing the sponsors and XYZ. Anyway, this
the thing is, Mick, this is the problem, mate. Yeah, this is the problem. And I'll tell you this now, yeah. Most people don't want to be seen on camera and being classed as toxic fans. They don't. They will voice their opinion from behind the camera, like me now. I'm being a toxic fan. People say I'm a toxic fan. Well, I'll tell you what, here's my mantra. You don't want me to be a toxic fan, then don't be a toxic club. Then I don't need to be a toxic fan. Can you see the paradox of it? Like, and that's it. Man United fans weren't toxic until the American bastards bought us.
Yeah, you've been in a fight
on
today.
The cheat code. Bought us on the cheat code, by the way.
Yeah. Man, you've been pushed to the edge. You know, we all feel it, man. You were in the bar fight, X, Y, Z. You're not an aggressive Peter. I know you, man. Seriously, but we had enough, and you know that's why I said, how long is a piece of string? You know, we drew a game. It's not good enough. We're sitting 15th in the league. As I said, well, you can't polish your turd, but we still love our fucking club. You know.
You know what, mate? That game today, mate. That game. Yeah, the first half we were standing round. Where was the press? There was no press. Nothing. There's nothing. These are expensive, extremely expensive players who were just standing there looking at a team, Everton, and Everton were taking it to them. No disrespect to Everton, because they've always been a top, solid echelon English football team.
Yeah, but they've been in the gutter
team
for a long
looking
time.
at them. And Everton should have buried us in the first half, Mick. They should have buried us out of the game.
Okay, there's toxic fans, and there's fans like Everton. They've been losing, fighting relegation, but they're still happy-go-lucky. They're cheering, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. You know, I don't care if you're a toxic fan, you're Ten Hag in, armoring out in this shit and that. We're all wearing this fucking same badge. We have one love, one opportunity to force this fuckers out. And I have a prediction. Because I seen the financial reports. And I said, come November, they will be forced out to sell because they looked at the finances. Glazers ain't going to put any money in. Ratcliffe don't have any money. They can't put money in. You see what they're doing with these sports franchises. Yeah. So I can see. No, wait. Can I just finish my fucking sentence before? This is important. So I can see that come November, after this transfer window, they're going to have a fuck up of a window. They're not going to be successful to back a Ruben. I mean, the fans going to go blow the fuse. Ruben's going to get sacked, and the shit's going to hit the fan, and they'll be forcing out to sell. So one thing that done in between each other is to minimum $33 per share. That has been the precedent. So what they're going to do, go out for market, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, do you want to buy the rest of the Class B shares? I see a hostile takeover. He pumps in all the Ineos, but guess what? The Trawlers Limited shares that he bought has been converted to Ineos. You see? Yeah. Okay. Asset. Either it's going to be that way, or they're going to go to the market, sell up, and get the 10 billion worth. Or alternative B, they stick around and start selling off the land bank assets, pump it back in, because there's no other money coming anyway.
There isn't, Mick. And the thing is, Mick, but I entirely agree with what you said there. And it is the problem. This is the problem now. Yeah.
No, I'm telling you,
we haven't got the leverage anymore to do anything. We have not got.
No.
It's like you wearing a size 2XL shirt, and you go on drinking and eating like mad, and you wake up a couple of weeks later and thinking, shit, my body mass is expanded. This shirt don't fit me no more.
Crap.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys. We're supposed to do the player ratings.
Sorry,
1 hour into
it's
the show,
easy to put weight on, Mick, but it's a lot harder to take it off.
100%.
So this is Man United now. It's like they're desperately looking for an outlet. How can we generate money? This and that. Now, look, listen. Obviously, somewhere in their past, Ineos have had astute business brains to make them the money they've got. But I personally feel when they bought into Man United, they did not really do their own work on this club.
Okay.
They didn't.
All right. We've been talking about this ownership and everything is shit and everything else. I know we are...
Player ratings, Onana. Yeah. African Bart Simpson. 0.
No, you are taking away my thought process, but I want to bring something to everyone's attention. Now it's never been a better time to protest. Now is never been a better time to get these leeches out, because guess what? You see in the financial reports, you can hit them hard on the finances. So I'm saying we have never been in a better opportunity to do something as fans together. You know what I mean? And Welsh Girl, big up 68. The last 20 minutes, what she said, we can actually do something. We woke up. We woke up after the Bruno's goal, 100%. Let's do the player ratings, Pete. Let's do that.
Yeah. I'll just say this quick. Yeah, just quick. I know people who've protested against the Glazers who have done prison time. I'm being serious. Yeah. Now, as a Man U fan like you and everyone around the world, are you prepared to go to prison to fucking save the club? Seriously, are you? Because I know people who've done it and gone there.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to.
How far they've gone. Are you going to cross that line and go there? I'll tell you this now: 99% of people won't have the fucking bollocks to do that shit. They'll just jaw flap when the police come.
Yeah, I'm not an advocate for violent protest. There's so much.
I'm not on about violence. I'm on about protesting on private. If you protest in England on violent property, on private property, you're by law can be arrested and sent to prison because you shouldn't be there. But people don't understand when you're outside Man United, the stadium, that is actually private property. And if you're protesting, you can legally be arrested and removed.
You gotta be smarter than that. And what I'm saying that don't incriminate yourself. You can do smarter protest. You don't have to do what you did against Liverpool. All you have to do is go to the players' hotel and block them so that not getting out to the coach, and game over, right? You can
the smartest thing to do is disconnect from the club. That's it.
All right, yeah. But yeah, if you want to go that way, fine. It's your choice. But a lot of people have families. I want to go there on the 9th. I'm going there on the 9th. That's my plan, if it allows me to, because I want to have my say. But I want to do it the smart way. I want to do it my smart way. You can apply logic and reasoning and understand this is the way you can hurt them, and do it the smart way when they don't expect you to hit them. You know what I mean? Anyway,
of course, Mick. Let's crack on with this shit.
Let's crack on. Just going to just my opinion. Say I ain't going to the prison for Manchester United. Why the fuck would you go to the prison for somebody that don't love you back?
Anyway, Mick, Onana, the black African Bart Simpson, 0. We binned the Golden Glove player David De Gea for now and spent 40-odd million pounds on this fucking joker.
Ladies and gentlemen,
0. The geezer is just a constant 0.
Okay.
Next.
Peter, let me take over the ranks. We had our say. We hyperventilate, but let's go over to some more positives. We have to do the Guns N' Roses and the donkey of the game and the man of the match, in my opinion. We see that we had 2-2. Let's hopefully people have done the play ratings, because you started off saying that Onana, but I don't agree. You know, let's keep it down in terms of the what we call them, right? So yeah, just keep it civilized, Pete, because YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
It's
Onana.
crap. Okay,
0.
I'm being civilized. He's crap.
Yeah,
that's
civilized.
it. Then you know that one where he had the shot and he went back and pushed it away. I remember in the 70s when goalkeepers, Pat Jennings, for example, for Spurs, used to just like one hand catch it with his glove and go, yeah, no problem. Why do keepers constantly push balls away? It's like, have you got a phobia against the ball? You're a goalkeeper. Your job is to touch the ball.
Yeah, and I say that
Is that a crazy concept, Mick?
Yeah, but listen, Onana in Kodima, to my opinion, looks like an ice hockey keeper or a handball keeper, like the way he's saving the balls and stuff like that. He doesn't look like very unorthodox, and he's not. I don't know, man. He's crap. Yeah, guys. I don't have a 0. I don't have a 0, so we have
Mick, I'll sum Onana for you. He's what you call a water sport volleyball goalkeeper. Hey, chicks, do we look good? Yeah, you do, mate.
Okay, so you would say you would give him donkey of the match, or?
Yeah, garbage. I've never rated him, never liked him. I think he's got a bad attitude, and seriously.
Okay, Peter.
Look, Matthias Taibbi is a better goalkeeper than him.
Yeah, let's try to add this to the stage. So I don't have a 0, so peeps. So get involved.
1.
We don't have a 0, so we have to give him a 1. I agree with you, Onana. I had enough, and unfortunately, I did a song about Onana. Onana, what's funny? I regret that. 1 for me, Onana.
1.
Shit, he got 2 points. He got 2.7, mate. So he's protected. Let's move on to Matthias de Ligt. I think that I don't know. He's regressing.
2.
I mean, I know 2. That's 2.
Donkeys have 4 legs. At least he's got 2.
No, I think he had a decent game. I don't think.
Don't like him, Mick. Never liked him.
I don't care. We're talking about today's game's performance, Peter. I
thought
would
Mick,
say that he
actually,
did a 4.
Right, but this is my mantra on Matthias de Ligt. I think in the right team, in the right league, he is a really good player. But this guy, and I told everyone when we bought him, he's not Premiership class.
Okay.
When he left Ajax, he should have gone to a Premiership team. Instead, he chose Juve and then Bayern. That's not what you do when you're 25 years old now. You don't go backwards.
Anyway, Peter, let's move on. We've been talking for ages. Maddows in the house saying 2.7 for Onana is very too high. We got to have some fun here.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to be negative anymore. Let's continue with this voting. Let's have some fun. And we spoke about serious things, and I agree everything what you say, and I disagree with certain things. But anyway, that's opinions, Pete. Listen, fuck me. Who recruited in de Ligt? It was Ten Hag. So I'd say he did okay today. 4 for me. I always see what people say. 4.3. I can read the room, Pete. I can read the room. Harry Wobbler Maguire. Oh, Harry Maguire. Pete.
Well,
Guns N' Roses.
We know what Maguire is. He's a spike, what you call a spike player. He's up, down, up, down. I mean, if you're going to be critical, hyperbolic about Harry Maguire, you could turn around and say this, well, at least he's available. Lindelof isn't, and Johnny Evans isn't. So how do you define that? It's like Luke Shaw. If you can't play, Mason Mount, you can't play. It's irrelevant how good you are, because you literally can't kick a ball. At least he's fit and is available, and we know his limitations. He's a 2 today. That's it,
Peter, you're brutal. Yali Mamin doesn't agree. Onana a 1. The dude saved 6 shots. He also had 80% pass accuracy. Shit, did he? The Onana agenda is real. He was a 5.
The only thing he done, Maguire today, Mick, was this, when Bruno Fernandes scored off the free kick, he fainted and took a defender out of the way, and Bruno popped it in that gap. That's the only thing he done in the game. The only thing
Maguire looked very dodgy today. 4 according to Rushmano. I think he was fault for those 2 goals. I'm gonna be I didn't like his performance at all. I was pissed off, to be honest. Very wobbly, very insecure.
I'm just sorry, Mick. I'm just looking at Jan Marlin's chat there, yes. The Onana one, you know. Thinking, tell you what, man, you might want to get a fucking new pair of glasses, son, because your eyes don't work.
No, he looks
seriously. Listen, they don't work, mate. You're having a serious fucking malfunction on your eyes.
Peter, this is Real TV. Everyone is entitled for opinion. That's his opinion, so we respect that. Let's continue.
No, you know me though, Mick. I say it as it is, irrespective of favouritism. I say it how it is. The guy's shit. End of. You can't deny that.
We moved on. We got to move on from this voting. Otherwise, we will never close the shop. Onana, I would tell my story about Harry Maguire. I don't gonna sugarcoat Maguire. I thought it was wobbly as fuck today. You know, he was at fault in the first goal. Like, just clear the fucking ball. Second goal, also ball watching. Yeah. If we gave Onana a 1, I would say that maximum 3 for Harry Maguire. Yeah, maximum 3. I put a 3. Let me see what the 3.7. Yeah, you got to read the room as well. Mazraoui declined as well. 4 for me for Mazraoui today. What about you, Peter?
Mazraoui, Mick, he's declining. Mazraoui is visibly declining as a player at this club. You can see it. His performances. I think, right, this is my take on Mazraoui, yeah.
Yeah, Yali, don't take any offense. You know Peters goes on a rampage.
Yeah, he's getting overloaded. This is the problem with Man United is when you get a player that's on form, and people, I'll just say this, not a lot of channels do this, emphasize this. When you have a player that's playing well, Man United, the emphasis seems to shift on that player. Yeah. As in game time. It's like, give the ball to him, he's playing well. Could be Mazraoui, yeah, and then they just get overloaded. Other teams look at it and see, we're going to target you, take you down, you're done.
Peter, Mazraoui was everyone's favorite, but I can clearly see he's knackered. He's carrying a knock or something, and he was
of course he is, Mick. Yeah, he's getting overloaded. He's being overloaded. That's the problem with him. I'll give Mazraoui a 3.5 to 4 because the guy looks shot. The guy needs a rest. Yeah, he needs to be. Games like this, Mick, Everton, Mazraoui needs to be on the bench.
But Peter, everyone in the
and having a rest and coming on.
Peter, let's be sensible. Everyone knows that Mazraoui played every single game. He started every single. He needs a rest. 4, according to Rushmano. Today's score is 5, peeps. So he gets a 5 at the end of the day. Yeah. I'm just going to go to just overplayed. What most people are saying. Welshko saying Mazraoui as a right wing back, centre back. Welshko recognized he's overplayed. Mazza came good again. I'm not worried about him. He needs a rest. He needs a rest. Over the burden. Yeah, he needs a rest. Patrick Dogo came in. Second game. He looked lively. At least he tried. He's new. I'm not going to be harsh on him.
Well, give him 4, Dogo. I mean, the problem with Dogo is this, Mick, yeah? He's coming to a bad team in a difficult situation. He's not played in the Premiership. What do you really expect this man to do? Seriously. What do you expect him to do? You haven't signed Pele, you signed Dogo. Or Star Wars fans will call him Count Dogo.
Can we be a little bit more
lightsaber out?
Can you pause for a second? And what you just said, that's why I'm thinking that's kind of the reason why he doesn't want to throw in the kids. Why would you throw in the kids in this toxic environment and burn them out? Yeah. I'm afraid that he's been thrown into the deep end. Like, he was the only recruit that we got in and he's expected to do magic. I'm not going to be hard on him because I think he did a fairly decent game. 5 for me.
But thinking, Mick, can I just counter that? Right. Let's think quick.
6.
How much did we pay for Dogu?
25.
Yeah. So you don't want to, you feel sorry for him, like I said, myself, pay 25 million for throwing a guy into a toxic environment when you have players there already at the club who haven't cost you 25 million,
No.
and you could still do the same thing to them.
I don't agree
make sense,
that.
please, Mick. Make that make sense.
Okay, I gotta move on. I gotta fucking
make
move on
make
here.
sense.
Man, I gotta move on. Otherwise we're never gonna close the shop. Second game in my opinion, the way I saw it, Pete, he was the only one trying on the left-hand flank.
Of course he was, yeah.
Yeah.
He
so
was,
for
yeah.
me, if you look at, he had 82 touches today, tried to put in some crosses. There was no one in there. He knocked and tried. And at the end of it, he was more pinned back to play more defensive. I think he was one of the best players, to be honest.
He tried. He can only try, Mick, can he? That's all he can do is try. That's it.
I give him a 6.
If options are not available to you when you have the ball at your feet, literally, what can you do?
Dorgo looked very decent today, so I give him actually 6. I'm going to give him a little bit more praise. 6.3, because you could read the room.
I'll give him 4. He's weak at this moment in time because he's a new player to the Premiership.
Peter, the VR room has voted. That's what we're going to look at. You voted 4. I voted 6. Casemiro, fuck, this feels like so Guns and Roses.
1.
Like, Guns.
Guy shouldn't even be here. Guy should not even be here. Stealing a living at the club.
3.3.
Not interested in what he's doing. People turn around and say, this guy's a 5 times Champions League winner. Not for Man United. Goodbye. Next.
Goodbye. Casemiro was voted 3.3. And by the way, we do have a unusual poll. Right? This is also voting for the man of the match by us to say, we want to be a little bit fun, you know, who was the donkey of the match as well. So we got to have 2 votes. And the poll is running, guys. Casemiro, we gave him 1. You gave him 3.3. At the end of the day, shocking what you said. Rushman is shocking. Yeah.
Garbage, Mick. Garbage.
Manuel Ugarte scored a goal. Brilliant.
Love him.
But love him.
I love Ugarte. I think he's got the right attitude. He's got the right personality. He's got the mobility about him to be a really good Manchester United player. Unfortunately, the guy hasn't got the players around him to be that player, has he? Ugarte reminds me of a slightly watered-down version of Brian Robson. I'm not saying something when I call Ugarte in the name of Brian Robson. The guy has got the right attitude. I will give him my player of the match today 7 out of 10.
Yeah, you do, yeah. Finally, we get some positivity. Finally. Listen, I want to go track back because I have.
And he scored a cracking goal in all, Mick.
Yeah.
That left foot shot was a cracking goal.
Peter, if I can speak. I love your passion, but sometimes I need to also ventilate. I came up with a new nickname for Dorgo. And guess what that is?
Camp Dogu.
No, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah, Snoop Dogg. Okay, Manuel Ugarte, fucking hell, like he scored his first Man United. But
hey, listen, Mick, listen to this quick. Dorgu, thinking about this, there's an English singer called Seal. We're never going to survive unless we get a little bit crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. Oh, this is the weirdest Guns N' Roses we've done for a long time. Manuel Ugarte, great goal. Two great goals, by the way. Yeah. But again, I want to sort of focus a little bit, like in the first half, how you line up. Like you can't play Ugarte and Casemiro together, simply not at all, right? You can't play Bruno there as well.
No.
You agree?
You can't make now.
Yeah. So they're basically, you know, what would you give him? 7 or 8?
I'll give Ugarte a 6.5, 6.7, because not because he was particularly bad himself, but you can only excel so much in a team that's poor, Mick. You have to say it how it is, mate. And he scored a cracking good goal. Good left foot shot.
He's a warrior.
It well, put it through a body of people, put it on target. He actually bent it, if you look at it, bent it away from Pickford. Pickford mightn't be the best goalkeeper in the world, but he is a top-class shot stopper, Pickford.
Yeah.
And he never got a look at it, did he?
Right.
So, man of the match for me for United.
Man of the match. Okay, 7. I give him a 7, mate. I give him a 7 without a shadow of doubt. Manuel got a 7. When we see what people give a 7, we are bang on the money. Ugarte number 7, yeah. Cool. Diego Donkey Dalot.
Yeah. Move on. There he is. Hello. Brigado tax, Mick.
I'm sorry, Diego. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but you keep falling off your ass, Diego. You know, you're not a defender.
You know what the problem is, Mick? With Diego Dalot?
I said it a rhyme. You're not a defender. You're a pretender.
Right. Diego Dalot. Yeah, here's his problem. And I'll tell you this now. He thought he was going to get a move to Real Madrid in the summer, and it didn't happen. And the guy is just bottomed out. Whether he's a, I think solidly, if you get him playing on a decent level, I think Diego Dalot is a 5 to 6 constant performer player. He is in the right team. Because he didn't get the move to Real Madrid, he's not interested. He's not interested.
No. I was Dalot watching today on purpose, and again he was caught up high up and jogging back. Yeah,
that's it, Mick. Yeah, exactly. He's not interested. His head is somewhere else. He's thinking about next season where I'm going to be, because he's not going to beat Man United. That is guaranteed, mate. Guaranteed.
I personally
you know what Paul S said there? Seller's remorse for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong there, son.
Yeah.
You're not wrong with that comment.
Yeah, but you know what? Wan-Bissaka tried. He wasn't the best going forward. He was solid defensively, but he at least provided cutback passes from the he did. But I don't see Dalot putting any fucking crosses in.
Nothing,
I don't see him taking on his fullback. What is he? And he stands there and doesn't really track back and ball watch. For me, it's shocking, right? So sell him. You know, Jarvis provides with that Dalot 56 touches, 92% pass, 2 long balls out of 3 hit, only one out of 5 ground duels. Yeah, defensively 1 out of 5 ground duels, but he did tackle and had 3 interceptions. But still.
Support after the interceptions. 100% Brigado tax for
you should have 5 out of 5
Portuguese bros are tight, aren't they? You know what I'm saying? Which brings us eloquently into Mr. Bunny Rabbit in the middle of the field, Mr. Hand Grenade Man, Bruno Fernandes.
No, I have no agenda. I'm just looking at performances, and lately he's been crap. Like, you know, arguably to say like costing us, you know, defensively goals. Caught ball watching, jogging back home. He should be further down to defend, but he exposes the fullbacks to do the job. He wasn't that shocking, but I give him a 3, maximum 3.
I mean, to be fair to Grace Sheridan, Dalot 10 with the love heart. I mean, I'm not gay, like, but I mean, he's not a bad-looking lad, like, is he? You know what I mean? I suppose he's looking at it from that viewpoint. He's like, you know, he's quite a cute guy, which is fair enough, you know?
Yeah. Grace, go and make him a cup of tea and offer him some scones and biscuits.
Give him some Brigado tax. You know what I mean?
Okay, anyway, I got to pull the trigger on Dalot. I'm putting a 3, and let's see what the VR room is saying 4, so we're not far away. Xerxes. I put him as donkey of the match as well. I'm sorry, Xerxes, today.
Oh, man, this guy. Mick, you know what, mate? You know Joshua Xerxes? Yeah.
Oh, God. No, that was painful.
I haven't got a problem with him. He's a young lad.
But today, but
he's a football player. You know, when you look at a player who's in a situation, who's in a team, who's in a league, he should just not be in.
That's
Joshua Xerxes.
Please, can I justify myself? I put him in the category of donkey of the match because there was not a single pass that went straight. There was a blind pass straight into the opposition. He had a horrible game today. I seen an improvement of Xerxes, but today it was not at all. So for me, he was kind of a little bit of a contender for donkey of the match. Oh my God, it hurts me. It hurts me to say. It's hard for me to
we've
say.
got a pen.
I'm jealous
Mick,
of the way
we've got what's called a pen of donkeys coming, haven't we? Today.
Oh my God! Oh yeah,
we've got a pen of them because there's two already. Well, three from my viewpoint. Onana,
I'm frustrated.
Xerxes,
I'm
and
frustrated. I'm frustrated.
Dallo. But there's more to come. And Casemiro, yeah.
Pete, I'm frustrated. Help me, Ronda. Help me, Ronda. Listen, today I don't think Xerxes was good at all. He was like, you know, he went on a stag party yesterday, 100%.
He's clueless.
Late, you know, throwing the condom in the bin, start doing whatever he did. I don't know. Somebody slipped him a Mickey. My name is Mickey, by the way. You know that.
Mick.
Yeah.
I'm 61. Yeah, you know I'm 61.
Right. Okay.
I was looking at Xerxes today and I was thinking, 30 years ago, I was like you walking around the town, stoned out my face. I'd been smoking a fat one. And I'm like, I kind of know what's coming, but I don't know what I'm doing.
You're driving my nuts out. Pete, can I just complete what I have to say? My justification for nominating Xerxes to the donkey of the match is because he couldn't string one condom together.
No.
You know what I mean? No. It was like even a drunken sailorman can find the right hole. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, did I say that? Anyway, big up. We have legends in the house. We have Kevin Van Cam, Kev in the house. Big up, Kev. How you doing, mate? Kev,
you know what, Mick? I'll sing you a quick sea shanty that sums Joshua Xerxes up now. We're going this way, that way, forwards, backwards, under the Irish Sea, a bottle of rum to fill me tongue. And that's the life for me.
All right, so Xerxes for me, I give him a 2. I'm sorry,
garbage, man.
I love you, but today you were crap.
But I don't dislike the player. Why? I don't know. Why should I dislike him?
We have
garbage.
Pete, we have Stockholm syndrome. He got a 4.
Come on, next one.
Oh my God, next one.
Get the next turd out, Mick. Roll him out.
Oh.
Get the next one out.
We have the Danish
Starboy Rasmus. Starboy. The guy should have been signed for WWE, not for the fucking Premiership. This guy is total garbage.
He got sat on his ass today.
Total garbage. It's £2 million for total garbage. Forget the agendas. Forget the slagging off. Believe your eyes. 2.5 seasons at Man U, and this boy is fucking garbage. Literal garbage.
Okay. We are having a meltdown. Peter is having a meltdown. Ladies and gentlemen, we officially announced Peter's lost his mind. Yeah, but you know, this is MUFC Real Estate. We can say whatever you want.
I'm being serious, mate. The guy's rubbish.
But I want to close the shop because we've been yapping too much. And I want to say that Rasmus Højlund hasn't scored since December. Feel sorry for the guy. He's lost his confidence. He's gone. His head is gone. His head is gone. Today, when he gets subbed out for a 17-year-old fellow Danishman, 17-year-old, it tells you he's gone. Rasmus Højlund, sorry, you didn't do nothing today. You huffed and puffed 2 for me. Sorry. Pull the trigger. Højlund 2. 3.3 people. 3.3. Bruno Fernandes. Again, I got to move on, Peter. I'm sorry. I got to, we cannot.
Yeah, 4. Scored a goal. Move on.
Listen, Bruno Fernandes and me had a stink in the first half. Everyone had a stink in the first half. I keep saying if Captain Bruno has a bad game, the whole team is infected with that virus. But, you got to give credit for Bruno. Took the ball. Beautiful free kick in the corner. Pickford, feet cemented. Didn't even react. Beautiful.
Mick, this is Man United now. We're giving a player 4 out of 10 for actually kicking a ball that's static on the ground and banging it into 11-foot wide goal. Sweet fucking Jesus, look how we've regressed as a team. Okay. I can do that. I'm 61. I can bang a ball from 20 yards out into a goal. Seriously? Is that how we're judging players now? Because you actually walked up to a static ball and smacked it in the back of the net.
Peter, order. We got a vote. Order in the courthouse.
Give him 4 just because he scored.
5. He scored.
No, actually 5 and a bag of carrots. I'll be generous.
5.7. We don't want to scare people off here. Lenny Euro came in the second half. Good.
Nah. Did he come on? I didn't even know he come on. Euro.
5. Yeah, Madhouse is saying 5 for the goal. Yeah, 100%. Let's move on. Garnacho, didn't see much of him. Played 20 minutes.
Nah.
Invisible man. 5.
2.
Nah, you're being too harsh, man. 4. I'm reading the room here.
You know what? Listen
5.7.
to this, Mick. You know what my granddaughter said to me the other day when she looked
Yes,
at
please.
Alejandro Garnacho? She said, was he an amateur boxer? Because it looks like someone's punched the fuck out of his face.
Oh my God, Peter, you're being obnoxious. All right, we got to move on. Time to close the Next. Peter, let's control it a bit. Peter, let's
give him 10 because you know what? Give him 10. Not man of the match, but give him 10 because you know what? At least the lad's going to try.
Okay, cows.
What more can you do? What more can you do?
Yeah, listen. Obi Martin finally got a 20 minutes cameo. We tried to pay. That's why I criticize Xerxes. Xerxes could have played numerous balls into him, but he did. He chose. You know, he said, "I love you, little man. I love you," but he didn't service him. He could have scored the winner, in my opinion. We see something very special as Star being born. I'm not going to be critical. I think he did a good job. I give him a 7.
Yeah.
You know, he was positionally there. He was everywhere. I give him a 7. I want to hear from you guys as well. He ain't ready. Send him back to under 8.
I just said that's a great set of facts, Mick. Obi Martin is not ready. That bench, most of the players on that bench are not ready. They're there because they have to fill the roster. That's why they're there. It's not because they're good enough.
All right, Peter.
They're there because they have to fill the roster.
Okay, Pete. It's time to give Obi Martin a vote. I'd be very sensible. I like Obi Martin. I like what I see.
No, I'll be sensible at 6. He's a 6 because he's come on, you know, in a difficult job, in a bad situation. He's a young lad. He's just transferred from Arsenal. What do you want from him? What do you think you're going to get from him?
You don't want to throw in the kids in the deep end when this is
exactly
environment, burn them out, give them a bad experience, because that's it. You want to give the kids debut when it's happy-go-lucky kind of thing. So to give him 20 minutes cameo, you know, he was positionally aware. That was good. Yeah, 6, guys. You know, but I can understand you don't want to throw in the rest of the kids. Like,
you don't.
No,
you just don't want to do it to him. Even if you don't want them at your club, Mick, even if you don't want them at your club, you want to still develop them so they have a sale on value.
Yeah, Peter, the VR room has voted 5 for Obi Martin. Fair enough. Now we're going to come.
Bring him on. It is where the slaughter begins from, Mick. Bring this and that Portuguese dickhead on. This geezer is out of his depth in the Premier League. He turned around and said, I ain't going to change my tactics. Big mistake. Keep this short and fucking use this instead. Erik ten Hag, I can't play the Ajax way. Dusted. Hammer in. I'm going to play 3-4-3. Won't change my tactics. You're dusted, mate. Your ass is being royally on a silver diamond platter handed to you week in,
week out. This is where my opinion...
You're shit. Goodbye, mate. Yeah. You are not for this league. You're not good enough. End of. Believe these. Go look at the tactics. Go see all the stats from when Amarin's been at Man United and believe them. Wank.
All right.
Goodbye.
This is where
Southgate. Next.
Okay, mate. You had your say. Fine. This is where my opinion differs from you. This is why I don't agree with you. And I already explained myself. If you want him out, fine. I don't. I say that his substitution in the second half changed the game. Definitely did. It was good substitutions. We know what's going on there behind the scenes. We talked about a full half hour. If you still feel like that way, Peter, good. I want to see Amran being fully... Can I speak? I want to see him get a full summer window, a full training, full preseason. I want to see that.
Not going to happen.
All right,
Mick. Ineos said we're broke. How much do you think? Okay. Let's just say this, Mick. Let's just say this.
No, mate, I am
on equilibrium. How much money do you think he's going to have to blow?
Your fucking opinion. Let me have mine, okay?
Yeah, I'm just saying to you. How much do you think he's going to have to spend in the summer? He will not get £200 million to blow in the summer. No chance. What are you going to do with £200 million?
Can you let me speak? Can you let me finish my sentence? I agree to disagree. That's cool. But I don't think that it's his fault at the moment. He is thrown in the fucking deep end. He's swimming in deep shit or pile.
No, Mick, excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. Now, can I just say this? This guy took the
didn't even
job
finish.
knowing the shit show he was walking
He didn't want
into.
to come.
Stop making
He didn't-
excuses for people
I'm not.
making dickhead decisions
Hey,
in
I'm
their
fucking
life.
not making
That's what he
excuses.
done.
You're not making me fucking finish my speech, mate. That's the thing. You're interrupting me, mate. The thing is, let's be sensible. I agree what you're saying here, but he didn't want to come. He wanted to come in the summer. But these fuckers upstairs is now or never. Did they back him? They got him Dogo. They inherited this piece of shit of squad that can't fucking run around. So all I'm saying...
But that's on him, Mick. He
Yeah.
took the job.
Okay, so we criticized Ten Hag for not playing the Ajax way. So it was the style of play. And now we're criticizing the manager for sticking to his fucking guns. It's not good enough. Yeah? So all I want to see, fuck this player power off. Give him fucking full overhaul in the summer. See what I can do with the full summer. And then we can voice our opinions. Until then, I'm pointing my fingers above. Above.
What I
With
said,
big
Mick,
fingers
was
up
this.
their ass.
With Eric Ten Hag saying I can't play the Ajax way, and Amorim saying I'm not going to change my tactics, sometimes it's best to keep this shut. Keep them thoughts locked up in here.
Yeah, but who
and
else is gonna
realise
say
and
it?
understand, analyse and scan
Brother,
the situation
who else-
you're in from
who
game
else
to
gonna
game and realise
Brother,
you have to
again,
fluctuate and change
for fuck's
tactics.
sake.
If you're going to
Hey.
say you're going to be this
Hey.
rigid, you are setting yourself
order.
up for
Who the
failure.
fuck is gonna? Oh my god! Who the fuck is gonna talk to the club? Nobody's speaking to the club, mate. He's the man coming out and speaking. He's throwing him out in the deep end. He's the only one that's having a press conference where the others are behind him, hiding. So feel a little bit compassion for him, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
But again,
Rushmanu said the club knew Amorim's style. It's not the manager's
Exactly.
fault. That's facts. Yeah, Amorim knew also what he was walking into, like Eric Ten Hag. Yeah, he also knew the state of the club. Don't sit there and tell me these fucking
I'm not
people
saying-
don't know what they're walking into. They
That's
know
what
what
they
they're
did.
walking into. And to tell you what they're walking into, I'll sign a 3-year deal. It'll go tits up after 12 months and I'll get a fucking 2-year payoff. Have a
Well,
nice
it's your
day.
fucking
That's
opinion,
what they're
ain't it?
signing
Man,
into.
we had this debate before.
Seriously,
I
mate.
have my opinion. You have yours. Let's just settle to that. Yeah, I love you to pieces, but I
He's
don't
shit.
agree with this thing.
That's my opinion. The guy is shit. Flip me, put it on everything. He's gone in the summer. From an ex-Man United fan who goes to the game, he's gone.
Now I'm backing him to the summer.
Done.
I am backing him because I want to see what he can do with the full summer clearance and recruitment for the system. Okay, that's your opinion, mate. It's your opinion. You're entitled
Well,
to
I believe me eyes, Mick. It's not my opinion. I believe me eyes. I'm looking what I see. Forget about your opinion on things. Just believe these. No, these two things here in your head. They tell you exactly how things go on. They tell you exactly how it is. Forget your opinion. Believe these.
Order. Grace, we are not arguing. We are having a debate, open-ended mates debate. Like, you know, what you do with your mates in the pub. You can't, some people saying, oh, pub guy's shit. Oh, I love pub guy. And you have that fucking argument. You know what I mean? This is heated fan love debate.
But shit.
Listen, yeah. But anyway, Peter, I'm going to say my piece on this.
It's all good, Mick. I love you to bits, you know that.
I love you to bits.
I love the chat to bits. You know what? I'm just venting anger because I want the best for Man United. I want the best for our club. And I'm powerless to do anything. That's the problem.
I know. Peter, when I come to Manchester, we go to Bishop's, we sit down and have a fucking Stella. We'll have a laugh, we'll have a joke. But what this club is doing to us is not good. It's all affecting us. At the end of the day, I'm suffering. Everyone is suffering. Ruben is suffering. You know, we saw the camera panning in, like he looked like he's seeing dead people. And the dead people's, in my opinion, is the fucking place on the pitch.
Well, Mick, can I just say this quick? Madhouse put a comment there now. Yeah, Amorim wanted to join this summer, meaning this summer coming, with a pre-season. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Madhouse. Now it's already been postulated. We're not having a pre-season. We're going out all around the world. All around the world. Yeah, so he's not going to be working with his team. He's going to be flying here, there, and everywhere, doing all the PR shit, making money for the machine, not having his stuff. What do you think is going to happen to Amorim? I'm being serious. What do you think is going to happen to him? He's going to be epically failed. That's what's going to happen to him. You cannot have a stable ground, a stable player base, if you are not at home at Carrington no summer going here, there, and everywhere. If you want Man United to play around the world, go send the kids. Go send the kids. Keep your first team.
Can I add to
at home base and start coaching them how you want them to play? This is what normal teams do.
Can I add, please? Peter, I agree with what you're saying there. You know, this is the first time we don't have Europa, World Cup or anything, right? This is the first time we don't. You can send off the senior players to have a little bit 3 weeks break, come back, have a preseason. But no, what's going to happen? Because the club is stint, they're going to Malaysia and Hong Kong straight after Premier League, and then again US tour America for the third time, and we know what's happening in US on AstroTurf, injuries and all that stuff,
and the traveling.
And plus,
remember last season they done 2 games within 22 hours, literally thousands of miles apart.
Up and down.
So your body can't recover. The reason why we're doing Asian tours and that, Mick, coming up the next season is because I'll tell you this exactly why it's happening. Ineos now, we're going to epically fail in the Europa League. We're not going to get a top position in the Premier League, and we'll probably lose the FA Cup. So they're thinking already ahead of the curve, are we going to generate money? They're not thinking for the welfare of the players or the welfare of the club. They're thinking how much money can we get in. That's all it is, mate.
It is. It's a sad state.
That's all it is.
It's a sad state of, but I agree with Madhouse is saying. Somebody was saying that they can't afford to sack the manager. They can't. They don't have the money to sack him. Point number one. True.
No.
Right. And guys, I did a calculation the other day on how we can actually have 135 million. Listen to this. We did something smart, Peter, called sell-on fees. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to sell. Greenwood looks like he's going to be sold to PSG or Barcelona. That's 50%.
Bring him back.
Yeah. Alvaro Fernandes is 50% sell-on clause. He's definitely going. Okay. That's money that
back.
Yeah. Okay.
Because what you got to think about, Mick, is this. You sell Greenwood, you get money off the sell-on clause. You sell Alvaro, you get money on the sell-on clause. To buy the quality of them players probably costs you more money. So just bring them back. Isn't that not logic? If you think that Mason Greenwood, we sold him for 30 mil and you could get 60 million for him, to find a player of his caliber, we bought Anthony for what? And look at him. Just bring the player back.
People, VR room, we haven't voted on Amarin, but we're having a very, very serious conversation, deep end conversation. I love this conversation, Pete. The way I'm a finance guy, you know that, right? So the way I've analyzed it, our summer window, we're fucked, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But what else before, if I can't complete my sentence, will never land. So the point is that we are getting money for Jadon Sancho, right? 25, right? Selling clause for Greenwood. They're not going to take him back. Forget about that. That ship has sailed, right? Rashford is going 100%. We're going to, summer window is going to be more of generating. He wants to have his move to Barcelona, right? We can get 60, 70 million plus sell a couple academy players. So there's your 150, right? Plus pure profit FFP. Yeah. Plus you have potentially pushing out Casemiro. I know he's stinking up the place. Eriksen is going for free. Wages off. Lindelof off. And there's your summer. So my point is, from now on to the end of the season, is I want to see these kids. So at least you can assess these kids. So when you come to the preseason, you know who's good, who's not good, right? But this is the only way they can generate money. You can sell Rashford. Yeah. That's the only player you can sell. But the rest, these are 50% sell-on fees, right?
I'll tell you something, what a lot of Man United fans ain't talking about, and I'll enlighten you now. When Ineos signed a deal to be quarter shareholders of Man United, they signed a disclosure that said the Glazers can't take money out of the club for 3 years. We're now 1.5 years into that tenure. Booyah!
Booyah! And that's why I believe. There could be.
So where's that money coming from then, Mick? When they want their dividends?
Oh, listen, big up Kevin as well. Kevin Barclay going to Malaysia and America for shirt sales. I see you in Malaysia because I live not far right from the corner. But listen, I did a video. And I did it 2 months ago called Rest in Peace Man United. I covered the finance. And I call it as it is, the way I see it. I might be delusional, but I see the vision. the garden path here is a hostile takeover, right? Maybe this is the strategy what Ineos are doing. They're not mugs, you know. They're fucking billionaires.
Of course they're not. No.
They know that Glaze is not taking out dividends, so maybe they are doing this on purpose, sabotaging. Maybe I'm delusional. You know, think about it. Why would you put in a new manager with a new system and right off the season? Simply, right? You know you want to force out the Glazers to sell out the remaining Class B shares. You see that's what they're doing now. Relinquishing all these sporting franchises, selling off the Ineos hygiene and stuff like that. And I sort of kind of get a feeling that they're trying to sort of gather money to buy out the Glazers, right? To have a majority of shareholders to do what they want.
Can I just say this, Mick? Yeah, I agree what you're saying now. I echo it, what you're saying. Wouldn't you have thought a person who was buying into a club would have already been thinking that before they bought the club?
Yeah. First, I give you a little.
Why didn't they do it before they bought the club? Why didn't you put your house in order, put you on a financial step in, where once you stop all them sponsorships, you can come in and hit the deck running? These guys are ad-libbing at Man U. They're just ad-libbing. They got into something they thought they could control, and they cannot do it.
Peter, one thing that we fans don't do, we don't put ourselves in the mind of the billionaire. That's what we don't do. They're thinking in different terms. You know what? I figured it out in my way. Like, he gave the Glazers money because they needed quick cash. They were bleeding, right? He gave them, but he had a fucking masterstroke plan. If you look at the overall takeover, he went in for 61% and lowered down to 27% to come in to say, yeah, this is the product regeneration. This is a land back assets. Look what's happening now. It's not going to happen for another 10 years. And Glaze is not going to take out any dividends. What is that leading? They're going to sell up.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
But
or there's an agreement in that contract that $33 per share. So what is that to say? What you see now, they're gathering all the funds and liquids and everything to put in.
This was always my mantra, though, with the Ineos model. Yeah. And now Sir Jim's in his 70s. Now, look, I don't wish ill health on anyone because I'm 61 myself, you know. Yeah. But this is like the reality of life. You're in the realms now of you're literally going to die. So while he's through his little pet project and he hits the deck and he's gone to wherever he believes he's going to go to, where the fuck does that leave Man United then? You understand what I'm saying? This is why people like me wanted Qatar, because they had a clear path and a journey where they were taking us. The person who Sir Jim leaves his legacy to, if he unfortunately does pass away, the guy mightn't even like football. He might go, fuck it, I'll sell it for 10 quid. I don't want the shit. Don't want it. No, not interested.
You got to be the jackal, right? You got to be outsmart. And he outsmarted because he was losing the bidding war. It's well documented that Glazers accepted the verbal agreement with Qatar. That's what Qatar was pissed off. We're talking about the hostile. He came in with something smart because you know where the reports coming that he was dead in the water, and he came back and he came with his masterstroke. He came with his masterstroke plan, and that included the hostile takeover. So why would he then all of a sudden go in 27.8%? So he saw what's in it for me. So he presented something for the Glazers, which is the project regeneration, which is the land bank and building the stadium and all that. He sold them the pipe dream. Yeah. But the spanner in the wheel is that not going to happen in another 10 years. The spanner in the wheel is the financial reports, what you're seeing right now. We are bleeding cash. We're in the red zone.
Of course we are.
Yeah, we are. And they ain't going to put in more cash unless Ratcliffe goes in. All right, lads, time to pay up. Yeah. You're sitting at the VIP table, pay up. You can't drink this Grey Goose, have this all nice chicks and everything coming to the table drinking for free. Time to pay up. And then I'm going to do
that. Mate. You know, this is the problem. Us fans have worries and face about. You know, we worry about the future of our club, and it's not looking good for Man United. It's not. I'm being realist. To coin a phrase, I'm being very realist. I know. I've seen Rangers. I've seen my own team, Chester City. Their name is gone. It's gone. Once you go bankrupt and into administration, your rights to that is gone. So if Man United go into administration, you legally cannot be called Manchester United Football Club. You could be called Manchester United. That's it, but not an FC. Like Rangers now in Scotland, they had to change their name. It's gone. You cannot operate. Once you go bankrupt, you cannot operate again because you are officially done.
All right, so this is now spawning over to almost 2 hours, and God, it's such a great conversation. Just go back to Newton Heath. That's if you go to administration.
Well, Mick, I don't think. Look, listen. I mean, look. I said this to my friends. Right, I'll just go on a little quick tangent now for the chat and you. I said this when Sky Sports came in the 90s. This is when Leeds United went tits up. By the way, Man United bought Rio Ferdinand. Had a Cantona moved over from there. They had Tony Yeboah. You know what I mean? David Batty, all them players. Gordon Strachan, all them. I can go on. Yeah. Their business plan was this. Because Sky first came in and the money was coming in from TV, right? And the Champions League had been restructured. Yeah. They were banking on that money. That season, they got to the semi-finals, got beat, but they didn't qualify in the league. Yeah. Leeds nearly went into administration. Nearly went in. And they have forever since struggled to get from that position. That's how financially, and Leeds do not underestimate it. Leeds in the 60s and 70s were a powerhouse of football. Were a powerhouse. Go check Don Revie and all that. Like, they were a powerhouse of football. They are constantly struggling to overcome that epic fail. Man United is heading that way. Now, I will take the hit of Man United going down that road if it means, in the overall scheme of things, in football worldwide, something needs to give. We financially can't continue down this road. And it's going to take one epic big team, and it looks like it's going to be Man United that's going to break the mold. We've got to take it on the chin, boys. For the goodness of football, for the sport we love, for the sports everyone wants to see, someone has to make a sacrifice, and it's looking like it's us, boys. That's the road we're on.
No, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you know, I saw this already this season. Like as I said, I go back into my video when I called 2 months ago. Rest in peace, Man United. It's unfortunate. You have a very valid point. We are not going to go to administration. It's not going to happen. But we are heading towards bankruptcy. The way the rate is going, it is. And the saving grace is the only way path out is to sell out totally, right?
Yeah.
That's the only way. That's the only thing, and that's why I said this is the only positive what we can see from the financial reports now, and the protest is going to happen with 9058 and everything. It is now hidden when the weakest, when they are weak, right? The finance is low.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, I always ask the question for everyone: how do you feel to be a Man United fan? Like, you know, I see this is the end. I kind of see this is the end. They have pushed their backs against the wall, Peter. Their backs against the wall. No matter what they're trying to do, ticketing prices. Apparently, a little bird. What Yali Malmin was saying. Yeah, hang on. Yali Malmin saying a little bird was. Wait a minute. Let me finish. Yali Malmin say he heard a little bird whispering they're not going to increase the season tickets now because they're shit scared of the protest. Good. They shouldn't.
You see this, Mick? This won't last forever. One day, that's gone out your wallet. What have you got then? Memories.
Yeah.
That's where Man United are on the cusp of living off ethers of their past endeavors.
I'm a little bit of a financial guru in a way, like, you know, the way I deal with my finances. One thing that I would advise, which they're living in a fiat currency world where they are looking at British pound towards the US dollar and stuff like that. Where you see now the trend, Peter, is the digital gold, which is Bitcoin. Yeah. When you see Donald Trump is investing in the US strategic reserves in Bitcoin, why am United not doing that? Leveraging. You know what I mean? You can solve that debt so quick.
Right.
So who is the CFO over there? Facts. You know what I mean? Anyway, what a conversation. Heavy as fuck.
You know, Meg, you always got to, You know me, I always speak my thoughts.
Yeah,
I don't mince words. I don't mean to offend anyone, and I apologise if I do offend anyone. But I'm a passionate Man United fan, ex-going Man United fan, by the way, for the second time.
Yeah.
And I love my club, and I want the best for us. And it's people like me, people like you, people like the chat who are Man United fans. Forget the outside noise, listen to the inside noise. Maybe we should just listen to the inside noise instead of the outside noise. Get all the fan channels together.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Be a cohesive entity, and maybe, just maybe, through the power of social media, we can change this. We can change it. We can force them to change.
Brother, can I speak? I reached out to Steve, 9058. We're going to do a show together. So, I said to them, guys, you can use my platform, whatever. I give you the keys to the kingdom, right? The more the merrier. I reached out to Terry Lewis. I reached out to everyone. Nobody's getting back to me, yeah?
No, that's it.
Nobody.
Mick, you know what? I'll tell you why, Mick. Right, listen to me carefully. All these people who were so-called Man United fans, know what they're doing with the YouTube channels, making a fucking living off the back of Man United. We care about Man U, this and that. Tell you what, why don't you give up your actual living if you love Man United and actually support the club? Well, what am I going to do for money? Maybe get off your ass and get a job?
This is not my job. This is my...
That's what I'm saying, Mick. I know that. I know you. But you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is the problem with YouTube channels. They have their own agenda. They want to do their own shit. Blah blah. You know where I'm going with it. What's the point? What is the point?
What's the point of saying anything?
Don't moan about what you got.
Yeah. You're the voice trying to understanding. Make a noise to make it clear. Whoa. Listen, guys.
So we go.
Yeah, listen, Peter.
Next game. We go to the next game, and that's it. What else can we do, Mick?
Peter,
the only thing we can do is next game. Bring it.
Yeah.
Bring it. Come on.
Can I just say?
We'll deal with it.
Can I send it now? Guys, if you are a fellow YouTube content creator, reach out to me. I'm more than merry to. I always want to collaborate, whatever. I want to speak to everyone. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't have. We are real, right? So just reach out to me, man. Like, if you see a message from me, please respond. Like, you want to collaborate. If you don't reply, then I know you're not interested. That's fine, yeah. But we're here as a one voice. Like, you're the voice. You're the voice trying to understand. We are Man United fans all around the world. No matter where you sit, you sit in New York, Malaysia, whatever, India, UK, Manchester. No, we're all the same fans, man. Yeah, anyway, facts.
We are, Mick. I mean, like I say, we've all got a common goal. We all have a common goal. We all have a common goal.
Listen,
unite. That's it. Don't be fractured. Unite.
I don't get to finish my sentence. Can I just say something? My channel was the first time when Jarvis came on for first time. When Jarvis made a debut of my channel, guess what we did? We covered the live protest.
Yeah.
We did. We were the only channel that covered the live protest. People were calling in, showing it on the ground, because we fucking care about the club.
Mick,
that's it.
Now, in lockdown, when we had the protests, I was there with Adam Matic. I was there with Mary She Devils. I was there with Andrew Tate.
What happened to Mary?
Flex, and a load of others. I was there myself. That was the first time I've been back to Old Trafford.
Yeah.
But I was there. What more can I do? What can I do?
Yeah.
People can sit on the bums like me now, like me and you, on the chat, sit in our bums and be tippy-tappy on the keyboard.
Peter.
I'll just change it.
Peter, everyone that you mentioned, they're welcome. Bring them on. I don't know what happened to Mary. What happened to Mary?
I don't know what's happened to Mary, Mick. I think something bad has happened to her. I'm getting worried about her. She's just gone.
She her
Instagram's gone and everything.
Well,
I don't know what's happened to her.
Mental health plays an important part, and it's
you know what, Mick? Maybe Mary's just thought this. Yeah, maybe she's just thought, blow this crap. I'm disconnecting. I've had enough.
I'm gonna ask Nick. Nick, Nick, Man United.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm gonna ask her. Maybe she just was fed up. Like, I honest to God, like I can relate if it's like that. Guys, I'm a fan like you, like Peter, like everyone else. And I feel I want to vomit sometimes. And I didn't feel motivated to do content where we had all this shit spinning around day in and day out. We get him punched. When you're already down on the ground, somebody's coming delivering the final kick in your solar plexus and your nuts and everything. And it's not nice. And I'm running this channel I'm not making money, right? You've seen my transparency. I'm not making money. If you're donating super chats, great. If you become a member, like Rushman are constantly gifting memberships, that's great. That is money that goes into this channel, right? But I can't pay anyone to be in here. So, and this channel is
just making a living like everyone, Mick.
No, but this channel is. I created this platform. I created this platform for everyone. You know, it was that.
You know what, Mick? Can I just say this?
There was this area of this top reds. You remember this area when it was on the top red? Yeah, you're an E-red, and like fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm a lesser person than you. I've been supporting. I'm a third-generation Man United supporter. I haven't been to.
Because you can't go to the ground doesn't mean you're not a Man United fan.
The only way I supported United was to travel and watch them. Right? I spent a lot of money traveling away, and I'm coming to Old Trafford. Apparently, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm thinking, should I go for Europe?
Mick,
I might have tickets for the Europa League.
I've just put another quick shout out here. There's a guy, Tom. He's been on your channel. Tom, journalist.
Oh, Tom.
No one's heard from him for about 3-4 months. I don't know. Worried. I texted Noradin today and said, "Where's Tom?" And he goes, "I don't know, Pete. What's going on? I haven't heard nothing." I said, "His Instagram channel's gone and everything." I'm just like, oh, shit, I hope nothing's happened to him. You know what I mean? But he's just gone. And that's not like him, Tom. That's just not like him. He's just literally disappeared.
I had a when I started this channel, like, you know, I started off with, you know, it was me. I was waffling to myself, and then I got Phil Standish coming on. You know Phil Standish, right?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Top lad. So it was just me and Phil, and then we had another bloke that also disappeared.
Stu Wally.
No, Stu Wally. He just disappeared.
But Stu Wally's on Jarvis's channel now, Mick, isn't he?
No, I'm not going to tell the names, but he had problems with health and everything, and he just I don't see him anymore. Right? I don't see him anymore. So big up, mate. If you know who I'm talking to, if you're watching me, reach out to me, mate. So I haven't heard from you for a while.
I know who you mean, yeah. I do, so I know who you mean.
I had people like, you know, I was worried sick. People were knocking on his door, looking at like, you know, you don't know. People are lonely. People might, you know, just die, or don't know, So it's not nice. It's not nice. And plus mental health. We used to do Mental United a lot, like, you know, when people used to call in and share it. I might open the floodgates and do that again. But like I came out openly to say, like, I'm not going to do a lot of streams. I'm burned out. Negativity. Also, I'm a human being. I'm mentally strong, but I'm feeling better and basically comfortably numb, like the Pink Floyd song, right? At the moment.
Do what I'm doing, Mick. Play with my ass out because I'm pissed off, and I'm going to come back stronger and harder and more aggressive.
Anyway,
this is what we need to do as Man United fans. We need to release our aggression and then direct it where it needs to go. And where it needs to go is them American bastards. We need to get rid of that cancer. We need to cut that cancer out of our bodies permanently.
Listen, what a stream. We've been going in motions, like a roller coaster. This was supposed to be a, I don't know, player rating. We still haven't given Ruben Amorim, but it is arguable to say that it's been all the negativity has been piling on us, and the performance on the pitch, where we're sitting on the league, the standards have dropped, and of course, everyone is pissed off. Yeah, you should have seen the group chat. Like, you know, I invited you, you dropped off. But anyway,
yeah, you know what, Mick? What it is, I'm not one for that type of shit. Constant group. I come on channels and do me little episode per se.
Get Lockhurst on, Lucky.
You know what I mean? But
I tell you one person that
look, Mick, it's like this. Look, life. everyone has their own life outside football. You know what I mean? I've got a wife who is on dialysis 3 times a week. She's basically dying, mate. You know what I mean?
no.
I can't be fucking around with Man United and channels all the time. I've got my own little periods of time, like now. But once I log off from this, then I've got other duties to perform and have to attend to. I can't be a 24/7 Man United fan anymore. In fact, I don't want to be a 24/7 Man United fan. I've got a daughter, a son, a grandson, and a grandkid. I don't really give a flying fuck about Man United anymore because that's what's more precious to me. They won't look at and go, oh, Peter, how's your daughter and how's your son? Man United, man, they don't even know who they are.
Peter, family first, family first, family first. Always like this. Guys, there's so much to unpack. Like, I have a very close friend of mine that disappeared 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Switched off the phone. I was like, what? It was not usually like I send messages. No, one tick, I go over to the house. Gone. And I was like, what happened? What happened? But it turns out that when you think you know the person so well, you don't know how to deal with stress. You don't know. Yeah, some people are introverted. And she was more of, fuck this shit, I'm switching off. She went into the jungle, switched off the internet, everything, and just did a reset. Came back, hey, I'm back. Like nothing ever happened. And I went to hospital. I looked to hospitals. I looked everywhere. And I thought, like, if you had a motorbike accident, you're fucked. I thought you're dead. Yeah. My first instant reaction, I gave her a little bit of a belting, right? But then I gave her a big hug and said, like, I'm so glad. You know what I mean? But people deal with stress and things like differently, and we're all different, right?
So always be, Mick. You know what, Mick? Right? You can be the most strongest person in life. There'll always be that little trigger that will push your needle to the point of, I need to disconnect from this shit. This is what happened to me, Mick, honestly. 16th of January this year, Man United v Southampton, I'm had to score 3 goals late. It was my 63rd birthday, and I'm sitting there at Man United, and I'm being truthful. I tell you now, my body, my essence, I felt like a ghost. I was just sat there, that moment in time, that macrocosm. I was like, I don't belong in here. I just do not belong here. I've been kidding myself that I love this club to bits, and I just do not belong. And I just got out the club, out the ground after we won. I was walking back to the supporters club coach, and I was like a ghost on a journey, thinking, my past life is gone. It's gone. I'm moving on to something else. I've disconnected.
It's like Radiohead song. I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Right?
It is though, Mick. I mean, see what people don't understand, Mick. It's hard for younger fans to understand.
No, for me,
you can only talk about life in your lifetime. Yeah, like I say, I'm 61. In the 70s, 80s, football was a different beast. It was more of a culture thing, more of a fashion thing. People were doing their own stuff, and it's evolved. This is what happens, like anything. Madhouse just said there about video gaming and that. Yeah, once the suits, the people with money see what's popular, they come in and they just suck the life out of it. They just suck the life out of it, and they prey like parasites on your passion.
Okay.
They do.
My breaking point was Spurs. Under Erik ten Hag, we got battered. This is where I gave up. This was my breaking point. This is where I just said, I'm done. Right? And Madhouse is like, being a Man United supporter isn't fix. It's an addiction. You always look for that next game.
Of course it is, man.
And that's your copium. This is your 90 minutes escapism, right? Because you all living in fucking stress, you all go work and all that stuff. So you're looking forward. You gotta have something to look forward in life, yeah? You always, and that is Manchester United games for me, right?
You know what, Mick? No, my daughter said to me 10 years ago, she goes, when you die, Dad, your last thought in your head will be, did Man United win? And she's probably right.
What
That's
a heavy
it.
conversation. What a heavy conversation. I feel
It's like rock when you break it. Says Blackpool, Man United, Chelsea, whatever. This is what you are in your core. You cannot deny what you are. This is what you are. And this is why people get enraged, like me, scream like a little piglet and whatever, because we want the best for what we like. That's called natural. Being natural, isn't it?
It's natural and being real. But the reality is, this is all I know. This, you can change your girlfriend, you can change your wife, you can change everything, bed sheets and everything, but you can't change your club.
Man.
When you're born with it as a baby,
once you're bonded, and that's it, Mick.
That's it. Yeah.
You're bonded, like, innit?
I've
got 6 older brothers, chat. 6 older brothers. One of them's left me, Georgie boy. God rest his soul. All Liverpool fans. I'm the only Man United fan.
Really? The black sheep?
Right. The black sheep. Yeah. I am the black sheep. Maybe I've done it just to piss them off. You know what I mean, Mick? But as soon as I read, when I was a kid, about what happened at the Munich disaster to Man United, something just connected to me straight away. It was like, I need to follow this. That was it. Like,
I tell you a story. 1958. My granddad, he's Serbian, by the way. He's Yugoslavian. He was in Belgrade. He was at the game. That's how deeply enrooted it is in my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bobby Charlton play. His legends, his heroes. First time he ever watched him. Yeah. The legendaries. He told me so many stories. Yeah. So you're born with it. Either if your brothers are... My brother is a fucking Scouser fan himself. He's the black sheep. But the point is, what I want to say here, guys, is that will things change? What Grace is saying. Well, if you are living constantly fear and negativity, things will never change. One thing is that the motto that I live in is you're born naked, you die naked. One thing that I do in life and work as professional is change management. That's what I do. That's my profession. Yeah. So that's why I understand what they're trying to do in the agile, the lean, what they're trying to slim down, because it's needed. It's over bloated. Will it change? The proof will be in the pudding, but you have to believe. That's what. If you go through life and you don't think your life will change or for the better, then what's the point of living? You know what I mean?
Exactly, Mick. We have an old saying in England, Mick, when echoing what you just said then, where things get streamlined down for financial reasons, this and that. There's an old saying in England: many hands make light work.
Yeah, and after rain comes sunshine. There's always things. And there's a legendary, my favorite song written is Lights Will Guide You Home with Coldplay. When you try your best, but you don't succeed, you give up, lights will guide you home, so you gotta believe.
Before I go, listen to this. Fuck off, Alan Shearer. What does it mean to be a shit football player in a shit football team? United.
Okay, guys, that was a very heavy conversation. We still haven't voted on Ruben.
Cheers, boys. And girls, and whatever you want to be.
No, stay. We got to finish off the show, Peter. You can't just abolish me now. Yeah, you wink.
Right.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, so we calmed down a bit. Ruben is trying his best. I think he did improve his substitution second half. Yeah, we came back. We came back from the dead, so I will not slate him, right? But one thing that I'm criticizing him, and I keep saying that, Peter, and I've been saying over and over again, don't ever do this again. The team you start in your second half, start in your first half. Simple as that. There's no more excuse of rotation, all that stuff.
No.
Don't. You know what?
I mean,
currently you're balancing the car wrongly, the tires.
Yeah.
But in the second half, you get the balance right, and it will purr. You've seen it, so do it.
The problem is for me, Mick. Yeah, and I've been watching him closely the last 5 games. His body language, Amarin. He's a man who's mentally distressed. He's mentally distressed. He's struggling. I mean, look, you've got to look at it like this. He's come from, forget about the league he's in, Portuguese Premiership, forget it. look at it from a viewpoint as managing a set of players and a team. He's come from a successful setup and has been dumped into a dumpster fire. And I think mentally he's not coping. I just don't think he has the fortitude.
He's still young. He's 40 yet. He just turned 40.
I know, Mick, yeah, I know. But, I mean, the problem is for him, is look at David Moyes. We're paradox hammering with David Moyes. And this is a nice little segue now today because Everton played Man United. David Moyes had the unfortunate affliction to follow Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah. Luckily,
look how he didn't even get 9 months and he got vilified. In fact, the only 2 players David Moyes brought in were Fellaini and Juan Mata, and they actually were a success for Man United. And one of them was a freebie.
The biggest mistake. Listen, here's the fact, right? Before we continue, this is a very deep conversation we're having. Please stay. I stand with Ruben Amorim. A great coach needs great players. And I have a very good photographic memory. I remember when Sir Jim Ratcliffe did that interview before he purchased, and he said the biggest correlation between sports and success is money. He said that. You know, that's that you need to have money to buy players.
Of course you do, yeah.
Yeah, so Amorim needs his players, 100%. He does. Another thing, another thing, and I just want to say this before I I'm a very dyslexic person. I kind of float in and out. Here's the thing. How I'm going to put this. We have never had a successful cycle in building a successful squad. If you think about it, back to tape. You mentioned Moisey. What happened? Yeah, Sir Alex recommended. He took the job. What happened? He sacked he ripped the whole thing apart. Yeah, the whole backroom stuff, the whole thing, and sacked after 6 months, right? So you said you recruited Fellaini and we recruited Mata. Okay, cool. They stayed. Then we got in who? Louis van Gaal, a pragmatic coach, a successful one. He recruited players. Who did we get under Van Gaal? Okay, we got a lot of recruits, but did we play good football? No, we didn't. It was pragmatic. But at least we saw some style of play. Then he won us the FA Cup, got sacked. And in comes Jose Mourinho, the chosen one, the trophy winner. We tried everything, but we never completed that cycle, right? It's been an 18-month cycle. So we've been recruiting players for each player. So we had kind of like a 3-4-3 system. Then, I don't know, goddamn what Moyes was doing, but then Louis van Gaal was doing something weird and tiki-taka. So, Jose Mourinho trying to play more pragmatic, defensively minded. That didn't work. Then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in and implemented that free-flowing attacking, counter-attacking football.
In life, mate, in life, you look for what's called the common denominator. Yeah. And you know what the common denominator at Man United is? Yeah. Every manager that's come in since Alex Ferguson is the Glazers and Sir Alex Ferguson himself, the guy who facilitated this club's downfall. Sitting in the terraces, looking down, being God Almighty. That's the common denominator. When the guy is gone, may he rest in peace. Maybe we can move on from him, bro. Maybe we can just move on.
Yes, Peter, I just was in the middle of my point, what I was coming to. So you understand what I'm coming to in terms of we never completed a full recruitment cycle. We've been talking about style of play. We had different systems. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in and restored that free counter-attacking football. So we had counter-attacking fast players. Today we didn't even hit them on the breaks. We don't have that anymore. No. So it's been so much chopping and changing. To Erik ten Hag came in. We recruited him because, hey, you are the hipster coach. You're going to play the Ajax way. He never played the Ajax way. But his play ID was recruiting fucking players that used to play for him. They sacked him. Yeah. And now we're here changing to a 3-4-3 system. Do you get my point? So that's why I'm saying that the only positive that I see from here, if you look at what Liverpool's been doing for the 8 years with Jurgen Klopp, it's just pretty much for Arne Slot to come in. It's a plug and play. Yeah. Plug and play. We are starting.
That's obviously the game plan, isn't it?
Yeah. Production line. Okay. So what I'm saying right now, if we just forget everything what was behind Ten Hag and everything, and to say that this is the reset button, this is what we're starting to build, because the rebuild is starting now. We're appointing sporting directors and now footballing operations. So this is what we're going to build on. You can't deviate right now. So if you're going to go and get the next manager, you got to start getting the manager to play the 3-4-3 system. You know what I mean? Because we can't do that. So I don't believe they're going to sack him. I don't believe that he's been given the fair crack of the whip. I see that he's fucking suffering today. I was ready to vomit.
I do.
Yeah.
You know, Mick, look, before we close, I'll just say this.
But we're going to give him a vote. But Peter, it's well documented that he didn't want to come 9 games in. He knew what he was walking into. Yeah. But they said it's now or never. He wanted to come here in the summer. So again, we spoke off the stream as well to say, why did we do this? Was it so bad to keep Ten Hag for the rest of the season or sack Ten Hag? We said we would have saved ourselves some money, or at least can keep an interim coach in Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah,
and
keep
then get rid
and
of him.
then say to him, you're coming in next summer.
Yeah, they could have flown down. Okay, no worries. You can come in summer. Let's do a pre-agreement, like we do with Wenda. Yeah, and just keep playing. You could have saved. Ineos could have saved themselves 40 million.
Exactly.
Now I believe, and I have strong sources that saying that the media spin regarding the sacking of Ashworth has nothing to do with Southgate. Ashworth was the only one that had a brain to say, wait a minute, you want to do this now and put a guy that the 3-4-3 system? No, he's not gonna. You're not agreeing with us. They throw him under the bus, pointed everything that he was the one that wanted Southgate and everything else.
Oh, it's his fault. Yeah,
they paid him out, put a gag order and paid him out 5 million. But he was actually the one that actually approached. They said, "No, this is no." But they wanted their way, so they sacked him because you're not playing ball with us here.
Scapegoated, Mick. It's called scapegoated.
Yeah,
you've been scapegoated,
and that's kind of transitioning over to give him his fair vote, Peter. I think we should just.
I mean, the thing is, Mick. I mean, just before we go, like. You go back to that, like you said previously on one of your other shows, but apparently, Man U fans were secretly filming Richard Arnold, and he's saying, we got money to spend this and that. I don't care where you are in public. When you're representing a club like Man United, you do not disclose your financial affairs to anybody.
Oh,
that is like a kid going to his schoolmates. What have you got for your dinner money? I got £1. Oh, guess what? I've got a tenner. I can buy more than you. Yeah. No, what the kid's going to do then? See me dinner ticket. Now it's £2.
Listen, something popped in my mind right now. Sorry, we've been waffling for a long time. Thank you guys for sticking with us, and hope you enjoyed this debate. Remember this mold story, right? These leaks.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's fabricated. I think it's so fucking fabricated that even Chris Wheeler is becoming the new Lockhurst right now.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the thing. So he did. I did parody of it, like he said, like, oh, Chris Wheeler reported out to say, like, the Wheeler, the mole has decided to lay low because he found out that Eric Ten Hag, no, not Ten Hag, that Amron is pissed, so he's laying low. And that's like, really, Daily Mail? What the fuck are you reporting about? Chris Wheeler. Are you becoming the new Lockhurst? And one thing that I find hilarious as well is that the Omar Barada story, that he sent out an email to his staff that he's threatening everyone, if you leak out, you get fired. And what happened? That email leaked out to the press. It's like, what the fuck?
Where's that come from?
But I was thinking about that. There's no loyalty because you get pissed off employers. You are cutting down the Christmas bonus. You're cutting down the parties. You're cutting down everything for them.
Yeah.
Are you going to get loyal? People are going to get pissed off, right? And people are going to leak. So you created this monster by doing so. Yeah.
Mick,
instead of
you know what? Start the season, mate. I'll tell you honestly. I'm being honest.
No. How much money did they save to sack 250 staff members on a peanuts wages? And how much money did they spend to actually recruit Dan Ashworth, pay the compensation garden leave fee to Newcastle, and then sack him, pay another 5 million?
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that. That was your mistake. So you didn't have to cut his wages. But of course,
you've literally ruined people's lives doing it.
Yeah. But of course, you're going to get people. You're creating this toxic culture, work environment culture within the offices. Mayfair, everywhere. And of course, people are going to leak because they're not happy. They're not happy. So if somebody if a reporter comes to you, Peter, you are getting peanuts paid, you're not happy, and they're offering a little bit buck to give you a little information. Yeah, that's going to happen.
The thing is, Mick, right, this is the bottom line for me. Yeah,
and it really is.
Yeah. When people turn around and say to me, and I've had people turn around and say to me, you're a toxic fan. Okay, whatever, that's your opinion. I voiced my opinion. It is my mantra. Yeah, I'm the one paying my money for that product. You're a Liverpool fan, Everton fan, Forest fan, whatever, and you're saying to me I'm toxic. Do you spend your money on Man United? No.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Okay. Fuck off. I'm not interested in you. Go away. Because I don't spend my money on Forest, Liverpool, or Everton. I spend it on Man United. So if I want to be toxic when I put my hand in my pocket and spend my money, that's called my prerogative.
Yeah, you get on the coach. We're going up and down the country. You invest your time, your money. You stand there and freezing your ass off. You know what it is. Gordon, I agree with you. It's a very Gordon. Big up to you, my friend. It's a very tense end of the season. I have never witnessed such an end of the season. I remember when we used to have Fred McFred and everything, and they used to down tool in April. Like, you know, I remember that was the worst, but this is the worst I've seen.
You know what, Mick? Funny enough.
No. Wait, Pete, can I finish? For me, the end of the season was when they sacked Ten Hag, because I realized that was a write-off, and I called it out. Now everyone is talking about a write-off. So it's
Gordon Magnus comments here. Mick, let me just say this before I lose my train of thought. A very tense end to the season. If we get lucky, maybe we can reach Europa League final. Unfortunately, we can't see us finishing above 14th. You know what, Gordon, mate? That season, Ollie got us to the Gdansk final in the Europa League, and we got beat on the Unai Emery against Villarreal. That was the only game, Mick. That was the only game Ollie got his tactics epically wrong. We were the best team in that competition. We were the best team. And I don't know what happened to Ollie. He just got it wrong that day. And I'll tell you what, now, if he would have won that game, Ollie, he could probably still be manager now at Man U. I think, you know, there's moments in football where things pivot. Because since we lost that final, we went on a downward spiral, didn't we?
Yeah. If he only won
and he just got it wrong on the day. He just got it wrong.
Yeah, but 14th kick penalty, De Gea, come on.
Yeah.
What a bad luck, and that cost him his job. If he won that Europa League final, he would be a legend, 100%. But what he has to say, I agree with Gordon saying we seem to be a cup team this season. That's all we live for. Yeah. And, you know, the path for Europa League, I did it. You know, we are playing Real Sociedad. It's going to be difficult. We're going down to eat paella, right, on Wednesday. You know what I mean? And then we have a return game on the following week, right? If we prevail against that, the quarterfinal is between Steaua Bucharest or Lyon. The garden path is there. Semi-final is either Fenerbahce, Rangers, Roma, Athletic Club, right? So that's it. That's it. The obstacle that I see, the most dangerous team is Roma. I see that. Fenerbahce, the Spanish team, of course. But I don't want to have a Fenerbahce, you know?
Yeah.
But even the quarterfinal, like, you know, Bucharest, Lyon, there's definitely a chance. But the spanner in the wheel is Real Sociedad. We all had them in the Europa League before.
That's the problem. That is the problem. The thing is, Mick, we're on course. We're on course for an all-English final, Man United v Tottenham. Oof. And that could happen. That could happen, like.
Oh, but yeah, they got AEC Alkmaar, so yeah. I'm releasing a video tomorrow, a little bit more funny, like, you know, hot balls. You know, I'm releasing that tomorrow, so that's going to be a little bit humor. Grace, did you enjoy the football under Ollie?
Yeah.
There was moments. I did. There was
Best
moments.
Football since Fergie. I'll just put a comment.
He didn't have tactics. He was just like, guys, go out there and express yourself. Like he did the Madonna. Express yourself. It's free flowing, right? Ollie was more Ollie was more the camp manager, the jamboree, like, you know, take them to the.
No, I think what it was, Mick. Yeah, Ollie actually got Man United. Ollie was Man United. Seriously, the guy scored the winner to win us a treble. Yeah. If anyone knows Man United, it's him. And Ollie played the Man United way. Endeavour football. When you're playing fast forward, attacking football, there's always going to be problems at the back. You can be pragmatic like City, like Pep, and win a lot of things. It's boring. It's boring. Sometimes you just gotta grasp the situation and play Endeavour football. And he did. All he did. And like I said, it was just that moment, that game in the final, he epically got it wrong.
Okay, Madhouse, I'm gonna address your question. To be fair, I think we're going out of Europa. Ouch. Listen, if we are playing what we did now in the first half, we are definitely screwed over there. We can get him on the return, but what's the proof there? Because under Old Trafford this season, we've been shit, right? We've been losing a lot of games. Yeah. So we need to go there and we need to win and then take him home. But that's
I think the worst thing they done, Mick, in European football was taking the privilege away from scoring an away goal.
But Peter,
crazy.
I have a major concern is that I think he doesn't know his best team against this team.
No.
Right? That's why I'm saying you have now the second half. Start with that team. Start with that team. Don't ever put Casemiro in there. Don't do it. Just because he's got a La Liga experience. Okay, it's Spanish team is more technical. It's a bit more slower, right? You got to be. But, and that's why I see. Are they going to play some kids? I don't know. Are we going to see Ericsson? I don't want to see. That's not the future. So I'd rather see.
But damned if we do, Mick. I'm a damned if we don't.
Damned if you don't. Put in Sekakona.
What can you do? Literally, what can you do? You got to win the game. You got to go there, not lose the game in Sociedad, and then you're hoping to take them back to OT and win the game there, or maybe win the game at Sociedad but block them up at OT. The object is over 2 games, you have to be the winner. That's it.
Yeah,
and I think personally, this game
hope so.
is probably the Europa League final.
Yeah.
I will go out on a limb and say that now. And if we beat Sociedad, I think we got a clear path to the final. I do.
Yeah, no.
But it's a big if, isn't it, Mick? It's a big if, isn't it?
We had the same doubts when we won the FA Cup against City, and we prevailed. That's the thing. What I'm saying is, FA Cup, anything can happen. Players need to turn up. You got to go for war. This is like, Braveheart. You can take our lives. You can't take our freedom. Let's fight. So 2 games. Hang in there, boys. You can do it, right? We went to Barcelona in Europa League last year. We got a result. Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
got to believe. Got to back this team as well on Wednesday, guys. Anyway,
I was at the game when Anthony at Old Trafford scored his lovely left foot goal. I was there. What's he going?
Grace is saying, if we're going for Quenda, do you think Amarin sees Ahmad as a right number 10? Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna give Ruben his vote. Gala and Sociedad.
Give me.
Oh, Fenerbahce. Galatasaray and Fenerbahce, those Turkish teams. Guys, it's been a lovely, lengthy stream. It's 5:30 in the morning where I'm sitting. I'm absolutely emotionally drained. And
we could talk all night about Man U because this is what we love, guys and girls, whatever you want to be. Peter, this is what we love, but unfortunately, normal life kind of takes over. My rating for Amarin today, 3.
You give him 3.
Man under pressure seems like a little kid in a shopping mall who's lost his mum. If I'm being honest, Mick, that's my best analogy. I don't feel sorry for him because if you take a job and you can't man up and do it, then on you. That's your problem.
Okay. I
analyze and deal with it.
I analyze it my way. My way is that he's tried everything. He tried to speak to everyone. He's tried to lay arm and everything, and he ran over options. So he's doubting himself, and that's why he's feeling he wants to vomit on the sideline. He can't wait till the season is over till he can actually get what they've been promised. They probably lied to him. If he gets his players, not. If he doesn't, Ruben, walk away, resign, walk away, save yourself, 100%. I am going to be lenient on Ruben. I'm going to give him a 5 based on the second half substitutions and based on that we actually got up and got a 0.22 in all honor, right? I'm not going to take anything personal whatsoever, but I'm going to give it 5. So you give him 3, I give him 5. I'm going to push a 5. Let's see if it explodes, and we're going to find out what the score is. Let's go. 5.
So
4.3.
You know,
4.3.
look, I mean, you know, obviously, Mick, look, I'll just say that I personally don't know the guy. Like, obviously, like all of us, we don't know him. You can only go by what he does, and you can only go by where he's come from or what he's done. But I'm just saying this guy is now, he was a big fish in a small pond. He's now a small fish in a big pond.
Okay.
That's it.
So who would you...
That's it.
Should we just wrap up the stream as well? We can't give a star. Who is the man of the match? This is the longest bloody
Ugarte, man of the match.
Okay, chat. What are you saying? Before we do that, people, we have to close the poll of the donkey of the match as well. Like, you know, this is the first time I thought I would throw in a little bit of a humor. And guess what, Peter? You want to know? We have votings. We have 3 options. Who was the donkey of the match? Onana, Maguire, Xerxes. Who do you think got the donkey of the match?
Probably Onana.
And ladies and gentlemen, the donkey of the match was... Punch out the ball! Punch up the ball! That was Onana. You guys voted 53%. Donkey of the match was actually Andrew Mana. And Paul, thank you for having a little bit of fun with that. And we're not being disrespectful, Andrew. We do love every Manchester United player, but we can criticize on the pitch. What a cute ass what Manas was saying. You want to see him again?
Matt. I love you too, you know.
Thank you, Manas. Anyway, we got to vote also for who the man of the match. We're going to wrap this up. Peter, you voted
Ugarte.
man of the match. Ugarte. Guys, get your man of the match in. Ugarte in, Madhouse. Gala, yeah, okay. Let's ping it on Ugarte because I agree. He scored the goal. He was the workhorse in the middle. Ugarte, man of the match, Ugarte. I put my star on Ugarte. Let's go.
Mick,
roll.
Ugarte scored a really good goal.
Yeah.
You know, he's a right-footed player. He scored a goal with his left foot.
Peter, the man of the match, what you voted is Ugarte.
Yeah.
Ugarte. Yeah. Big up for everyone. And thank you for standing firm with us and having this heavy debate. I know everything comes out your chest. There's a lot of things that you need to sort of ventilate out, and we got it out, you know. And this is
and you know what, Mick? Here's my final thought of the day for you and chat. This is what it's like being a Man United fan, 61 years of age on a piss head. Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
It's great.
And to finish off with
I just want to
love you too, Peter. Just to finish
I want
off
to win everything. I want Man United to fucking destroy everything.
Yeah.
Just keep thinking that, boys. We're going to destroy everything.
God.
We used to do it, and we're going to do it again.
Okay.
Just hang on in, people. Hang on in there.
Bang on, Peter. This is the longest record-breaking man of the match stream I ever done. This used to be Jarvis's corner. You know, he used to do Scorsese. Yeah. But the comment of the day came from Madhouse. What a cute ass. 100%. Yeah. So finish off with a little bit of positivity and humor. Yeah. That's where we are at the moment. We are a donkey's ass. What a cute ass. Thank you, Peter, for joining us. And thank you, everyone.
I was just looking at the donkey, thinking of the film Shrek. Did you crack one off? Man, it went in my mouth and everything.
Big up, Madhouse.
That was no fucking brimstone, that, Mick. That was not brimstone. I know what it smells like.
Peter, it's been a cracking show. We got to close it.
Brilliant, guys. Everyone, have a good weekend. Rest of the weekend, people. Sunday. Be positive in life. Be as good a human being as what the world will let you be. I'll just say that, yeah?
Yeah.
We move on. Be good to each other as best as we can. Try and keep positive. Try and keep life going within yourself. Eat well, sleep well, drink well, and we move on. We go the next. There's always the next. One day, the next won't be there. But that's another story. Till then, the journey takes us there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Matters is coming in 90 to all Mick and Peter. Thank you, Peter. And guess what? This is the end of the show today. And, of course...
Cheers.
And, you know, Madhouse reckons you got a cute ass anyway. So big up, Peter. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, well, I mean, if actually Madhouse actually see me as, he'd probably thinking, dang, I need a new sofa.
Oh, you've been in the shower. Dressing room leaks. Peter, for fuck's sake. Anyway, Peter, thank you. I'm going to close off the show. Peter, thank you so much for coming. Everyone for coming in. No problem, Pete. So good to see everyone. And
have a good laugh, people. Just be happy. Yeah. Just be happy, man. Just be happy in life.
Be happy.
Disconnect from the world. Be happy. Have a little moan and then crack on.
Okay.
See you later, people.
See you. All right, Peter. That was Peter Griffin. No, it wasn't Peter Griffin. But anyway, it's been the heaviest discussion that I have on this channel so far. We poured out everything from talking about the initial game, from what went wrong in the first half, to go into the second half was more positivity, to speak about takeover and everything that's wrong. Some people want Ten Hag out, hammering out and in and out. And at the end of the day, we all suffer. And that's what it is, you know. I want to thank you so much for sticking with us 2 hours and 40 minutes. And what Peter said here, you know, relax, chill. We see you on Wednesday. We play a game. We got to believe. We got to believe. Thank you. Good night for, what is it? 5:40 my time. I'm absolutely tired. See you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yo, hit that notification button. Set it to all settings. Legends of the show ever. I don't know. I'm going to watch it backwards. See you. Bye. Peace. Love. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Release TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.